Oh, that's what I just seen that. I just seen it. Yeah, 1 second.
All night. Say it. All night. Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and go drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Get to taking that off of me. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. 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 I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Claps. know that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away from these beach views and then every day. All I wanna hear is an visions that we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think I wish away. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. I think I need you here. I swear it's time to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away from cheese beach views on a night day. All I wanna hear is an visions that we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. I wish away. We don't really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around. I want you
Then dip me underway. You can fill my mouth with love. Hold me till I scream for air breathe. And wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, right up to the eye of my mountain, not until you
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and pour a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, it's taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Claps.
Baby,
that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away from these beach views and then every day. All I wanna hear is an everything that we play. Sitting right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think it was a way. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sitting right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you round, around. I want you round, around. I want you around, around.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, please. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me.
Come through, I think I need you here. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself.
Y'all ready? Let's get this party started.
My higher ground, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away
Yep.
from
Good.
these beach
All right.
views on another day. All I wanna hear is an everything that we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show.
Oh my God. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to a breaking news edition of the Gossip Girl. Minus one Gossip Girl because she is on vacation right now, y'all. She's on vacation. So,
On holiday.
listen, y'all know why we here. What did y'all think about that freaking interview? OMG. OMG.
I know you
You
lying.
y'all, I'm just gonna keep it 100% with y'all. We ain't got no show plan. We just gonna talk and we gonna drop the link because I want to hear what y'all mofos got to say. All I got to say is he is a ban, he is a liar, and all he did was skirt around the questions, lie like shit, try his best to hurt Melody some more by taking up for that fucking chicken head. Excuse me, I forgot that we ain't on Patreon. That effing chicken head. When it's all said and done, I don't know, y'all. Yo, he's a liar.
Is it me or did you think I thought he was gonna whoop Queen Sheba's ass?
Yeah, no. Towards the end, he was like, "You got something against me? You don't agree with me?"
He did it in the middle part too.
Oh my God,
Like, he was about to whoop her.
he is so aggressive. This man is sick. This man is sick and needs help. I don't know why they keep trying to parade this. You could put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. I don't care what nobody say. They are trying so hard to clean up this man's image. You're never going to clean up his image without dealing with the mental health aspect. In my opinion, he's a sociopath. Period. Period.
I believe him. Did y'all hear the part about the revenge pee? He tried to put that on Carson and then would not even say Slaw. Queen Sheba.
Yeah.
I know what you was doing.
I'm
Okay.
looking. I don't know.
Like, okay, I think she had to phrase it like that so that to place the blame on Slaw, for one, to let her know how quickly he'd throw that shit on her, and for
Right.
two, she had to do it to take all blame off him, or he wouldn't have answered anything. He wouldn't have said anything about it. And somebody
Right.
called him and said, shut the fuck up.
Blame it on. Yeah.
Go with what
'Cause-
she's saying. Go with what
Yeah.
she's saying about her being the cause of it.
Damn. Yo, y'all. This mess. Oh my God. I just don't y'all. I'm blown away. Blown away. Mary Kelly, thank you for the $2 super chat. She said that ninja was about to blow his stack. Yes, I agree.
Was about to. He blew it. I said that. I'm glad they wasn't together.
Yeah, because he was pissed. He was like, so what are you saying?
On
Yeah, nah, he was about to get up in it. And he flips so quick. It's like a blink of an eye.
Mr. Hyde. And then
Yes.
quickly as he gets, well, you know her. You know it's. Yeah, I just said, y'all. I mean, I thought y'all was friends.
No, like for real. No, do it again, Tay, because that's exactly how he does it. He literally goes from sugar to fish.
literally, like in a split, like a blink of an eye. He was so mad at her. He was like, well, y'all friends, and this, and that. And what was she your friend? What? Yeah, no, me and Carlos is friends. Yeah, we are. So what, you a friend? You her friend, you know her. And she was like, I don't know her.
I know her like I know you.
I know you now because
really?
we're interview now.
Oh, I didn't know.
I thought y'all knew. I thought you was her friend.
Yo, I really got to see firsthand how psychotic this Negro is. This ninja is certifiable. I'm talking about put a stamp on it. I'm talking about you can notarize that ish. He's cuckoo. And that's real talk, cuckoo. To me, he looked, first of all, he lies so much. I never seen anybody that just lies for no reason. Like, what in the entire F? Scorpion Miss, thank you so much for the $9.99. She said, I am so heated right now over the lies. Yes, what a demon. We just saw it. No, like in real live action, we saw a man that is a real sociopath, a true sociopath, undiagnosed and allegedly. We just saw a sociopath in action, in my opinion. That's real talk. That's real talk. Like, this dude is sick. Oh my God,
Did
y'all.
you hear him say he wanted somebody to protect him? I thought you just said you was the masculine and the man.
Right.
You're supposed to be the punk ass protector.
He also made a Freudian slip because he said, I want him to be
respect his
good
mother.
to his mother.
Yeah.
Him. He said,
that's what kind of what you looking for in a relationship.
Yes. He said, I want him to be good to his mother. Him? Did you mean that, sir? Chiquita Evans, thank you so much for the $1.99. She said he always protects that trick. He's a B.
And I'm thinking too that it's it's not Carlos, because Carlos' mom is deceased.
Ooh,
so he got his eyes on
another boo. Ooh, Shirley, thank you so much for the $5. She said that fool admitted to Revenge P and tried to blame it on Carson. Right. He said, how do you know it's a tape? You sent her a screenshot of it, and she remembers doing it with you. You
see how
idiot.
she got him, and she was like, so did you do that without her consent?
He admitted to it. He admitted to
Anything
revenge.
me and my
P.
wife done, we both knew about it.
Right. So it was supposed to be between y'all and in the sanctity of y'all own bed. Like, what in the entire,
My thing is, how would Carson even know about it? That's what she was trying to ask. How would Carson even know about it? If she was clout chasing, why would that be something that she just pulled out of the thin air? And just so happened last year, you said this to her. You sent her a screenshot. She, in real time, posted on her thing. Revenge P? Really? Called a lawyer in 5, 4,
3, 2,
5, 4, 3.
Stop playing.
Calling lawyer in alto. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Oh, I was doing soprano.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I love me some Black Titanic. Yes. Listen, y'all, I want to put some rules in place, okay, for this panel tonight, because everybody is going to want to have a chance to speak. This was a very hot topic. This interview, that chat told him, if he go back and read that chat, he ain't never gonna interview with Queen Sheba again.
I think she didn't slow that chat down on purpose.
On purpose.
Well, he couldn't read it anyway. Even if it was in slow-mo, he wouldn't have been able to read it. But
period.
She didn't want for his people to see it, like, because they
y'all tore him a new a-hole in that chat, and I was right along with y'all.
If it was one word and it was drop the mic, narc. I'm like, wow, I said, look at her. Just can't take it nowhere. I said, when Queen Sheba said the interview was over or something like that, I said, she about to cuss out. Because she said the rules was on posted before you even could go in the chat.
I didn't care. I was like, he's lying. Oh my God. Okay, Tanya Russell, thank you so much for the $10. She said one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. This dude, oh my God. So let me just say that, because again, tonight is a hot button. Yes, I want to get to the rules. So I think that I want to keep it down to like 2 minutes each person. They get to say what they have to say. Whoever's up on the panel. If we have a backup, then after you speak, then we'll drop you down. If it starts to get slow, then of course, you could come back up. Y'all know we never have a problem with that. But I want to give everybody a chance that wants to come up on a
time, or one person at a time.
Probably 2 people at a time. Okay. That probably would be the easiest, and then we could drop them down and have the other couple people come up. And then after, it slows down or whatever, then, if we want to have a full panel for, like
what we do. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to just do it a little different tonight. All right. Let me read this super chat. Then I am going to... Huh?
Did you drop your video? Oh.
No, I didn't. I ain't even uploaded it yet.
Oh, Lord.
I know it.
Video, if y'all could watch it before the night is on.
They're probably like, what?
Yeah, that video.
Exactly. Jennifer White, thank you so much for the $4.99. She said, Tay, he would have left that interview if it was you. He was lying like a fool. That's a crazy narcissist. I am on fire right now. I almost logged off. No, Jennifer, like, seriously.
That's what I'm like. That's why I can't do stuff like that. Like, it's no reason. I can't do it, because I know in an interview you're supposed to be like Queen Sheba was and conduct yourself and like that. And you have to appear unbiased as possible, and you have to really kind of placate to them so to get them to open up. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's too hard.
Got real gas. That interview would have been about 15 minutes, and 10 of it would have been me and Martell going
toe to toe.
The whole thing, my video would have been red. Okay.
Yeah. Real talk.
Going at it. Bring your
real talk. I literally would have did the same. Exactly. Exactly. She had to to get him from a psychological standpoint because because even when she was trying a little bit to hold him accountable, he would go crazy. When she said to him, I didn't see her coming after you. He was like, what? Like, yeah, like he went nuts.
And she was just like, I'm just saying what I observed. Now, if I'm mistaken about something, fill me in.
Period. All right, Bad Apple, I'm gonna bring you right on up, and I'll bring Scorpion Miss up. And Courtney, we will
Scorpion Miss said she got to talk tonight. Hey, Bad Apple.
Y'all give me 1 second. Let me stay caught up on these super chats as much as I can. Let's see. Mary Kelly, thank you so much for the $5. She said, Tay, ready. She got on her headband. Come get your mommy cookie.
That's so the wig stay on. Period. Yes. Okay. I don't want to do no Sherry Shepherd today.
Listen, we was not ready. I was like, she ain't gonna interview. He ain't gonna show up. He showed up. I cannot believe it.
I wasn't surprised at all.
Super chat. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Donna James, thank you so much for the $4.99. She said the millimeter showed up and showed out. He gonna flip and lose it when he reads that chat. Yeah,
somebody read it to him, Donna.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. Bad Apple, you was first, and then after that, Scorpion Miss, you got the floor.
Yeah, y'all. I wasn't surprised that he showed up because he really has been looking for a place to sort of get himself cleansed. And going to those friendly places, they was not asking him the things that he wanted to talk about. Like they were still trying to be like, clean. They were trying to have a clean interview, positive, everything. But he wanted to go on a platform where he could get into some things. So he had
That's true. So he could lie. So he could tell his story.
Right.
That's true.
But he also needed to find a platform that was going to allow him to express himself without, trying to so blatantly take Melody's side. And Queen Sheba has already, she's really exhibited like a even, playing field on her channel because of the different people that she has interviewed.
That's true.
So, but it was so disgusting. The worst, the nastiest thing for me was him, with the revenge porn admission. But I'm sorry, the revenge P admission where he was like, yeah, I sent her a screenshot. Like, are you going to sit here and tell us, yes, you did take a screenshot of a video that you guys took together as a married couple, but you were not going to try to flip it and do something, nefarious with it that will support you saying that she was sleeping with all of these men?
You remember when he said, I got the recording? That's what Mel should have said. Mel should have said, I have the text message, because I'm sure he sent the threatening text message with it. Like, dude, get a life. Like, I don't believe anything that he says.
No, because he couldn't make it make sense.
No, he couldn't. And that's why he was getting mad. But Queen Sheba, at first I was like, hold his feet to the fire, but I do understand she couldn't do that. If she would have held his feet to the fire, he would have hung up or got really ticked off. Like you said,
he wouldn't have had no interview.
Nah, yeah. The interview would have been over in like 30 seconds because he, in his mind, he's never wrong. He always is right. He can never say, it was me. It was
But
object of his obsession because he's a narc. So
yes, that is classic narc. That is classic narc MO. Never admit that you're wrong. Never admit it's your fault. Never ever.
Oh, it's terrible.
The other nasty thing, like I was like, oh my God, so you did go and fight to bring your side chick on to the show? Like that to me.
That was a dig to hurt Mel.
Yes, and I'm like,
That was
how
a dig.
disrespectful. Like the
Yeah.
only reason she is being talked about right now is because you lied and said that
Right.
you were gonna stop and you
Right.
didn't.
That's the only reason. And they never, you said her name. And other than that, they only talked about the situation and the fact that you are a cheater, that you cheated and you are a cheater. Like, period. Let's
Right.
not forget your wedding planner. I mean, you slept with every person you brung into this woman's life. So Martell, stop lying. You're a liar. You're a piece of crap liar, period, point blank. Let me read
Including
this.
men, in my opinion.
Yes, for real,
Yes.
for real.
Yes. And Queen Sheba, she tried to, set it straight. Like, when did y'all ever talk about her? Like, only time I remember you talking about her is when she was on you're in your car or whatever, when y'all were on the speakerphone.
And he was
And
like,
you saw
no,
how
he
his
talked about her
reaction
for
was.
3 years. That's how you know he's putting that in her head as well. He fills her head up with that. They talk about me. I'm the reason why they got the show. I'm that beat. I'm that beat. He got her so
That's the
snowballed.
way to keep her in order, because when
Period.
it was even on that thing about him supposed to have been in jail for all the whatever, that's like, you can, like, she was like still pissed at him. Like how awkward she was in the beginning. The minute you start talking about that show and them not want her on the show,
she loosened up.
Yeah, she straightened up. Yeah,
She straightened up real quick. All right, let me read this.
That's
super
all I
chat
had
and
to
then-
say. I'm gonna
Thanks,
drop
Fat
down.
Apple.
Thank
Okay,
you,
love. Thank you for coming up.
Thank y'all. Bye.
Bye. So the real VB, thanks so much for the $4.99. She said this Jigga said Mel was bullying him. Jigga what? Jigga who? Nutcase. I'm with you on that, sis. I am with you on that. Like, he's the disgusting individual. Scorpion Miss, it's your turn.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I know.
I feel like I need to take a shower right now because I just being in the mud, watching all of this nonsense spewing out of his face.
Filthy mouth.
He has to be the most disgusting being on reality television right now.
Yeah.
And I really thought that I was going to blow a gasket. I hope he sees my comments because I was going all the way off. All the way off.
I seen a couple of your comments. I was right there with you, sis. Right there with you.
He lied from the minute he opened his mouth.
Yep.
And I cannot. And Queen Sheba, I do understand that she had to take that neutral stance. I really did appreciate the way that she did try to hold his feet to the fire. But overall, I don't understand how she let him slide with so many things. It just, especially when it came to the part about the tape, like he said, couples get together, and they they do things. Well, why did you send it to her? What was the purpose of you sending?
That's why I wanted her to ask her.
That's what she was supposed to.
How does she even know?
Yeah,
he wasn't doing much follow-up.
No.
Whenever she followed up with him, that's when he would act like he was getting ready. He would turn to hide and get ready to attack her. Yes. She couldn't. It's like she couldn't do any follow-up with him.
No, because he's very manipulative. And he manipulated the whole interview the same way he manipulates Coleslaw. He knows how to direct and handle the situation. He's been coached, and whoever he was listening to was telling him how to steer the conversation away from holding him accountable. He never took any accountability for anything. And he protected the side slaw. She
at
will
all costs. He did.
at all
Mhm.
costs because the price is high for his dirt to get out.
Yep.
So of course he's going to keep Maurice and he's going to keep Marceau close. So those are
Mhm.
his cut buddies, and his cut buddies are his dirt buddies, and they're gonna cover for one another. And now
Yeah.
I also see where the show has gone off the rails because he has cornered production and gotten them to, like he said, you're gonna see a brand new polished Martell. You're gonna see a nicer
Mhm.
person. No motherfucker. Let me stop.
We see polished, all right.
Yeah.
Polished and let on fire.
Boom.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. But yeah, he lied, and he's just gonna continue to lie. We're never ever gonna get the truth out of that man. So
He wore red for a reason. That's Lucifer, in my opinion.
I would not ask. It would be one question.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the minute he started lying, when he seen my facial expressions, he would have
Mhm.
tried to get smart, and it would have been on.
On and
Oh, I
popping.
know. I know. I mean, I'm telling you, just a little bit she tried to push him when she said, well, I didn't see where she was asking you for anything. What? Did you get the papers for my PR?
Yeah.
But did you see what he said about the child support? You just said the judge didn't give me any child support, this and that. And she said, well, you were asking for full custody and child support. He said, I wasn't asking for child support. Who said that? You.
You
Because
just
why
said it.
would the judge just say that if that wasn't part of your petition?
Right.
Yeah, so you didn't get everything that you said you got. You sat up there and lied about that too, Ninja.
He lied about the abuse too. He lied about the abuse because there was a guardian ad litem, okay? And it's in the paperwork. And Melody didn't ask that child no questions. The guardian ad litem did. And they know how to phrase and ask questions to tell whether a child is lying or not. And her testimony was that he was abusive, so he's lying.
But did you see how he admitted that how easy his kids is manipulated? And if he tell them something right now, they're going to say it and agree with what he say.
Yeah, because you're going to act like you're going to beat them half to death if you don't.
Because they're scared of you. And I wish you would have brought up that the judge say, what did the judge, what's about hot sauce and soap and the other stuff that you said on Patreon about with the kids?
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that,
you liar. He's a liar.
He's so
okay,
disgusting.
Scorpion Man.
Okay, but that was
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming up, Courtney. It's your turn.
You're welcome.
Hi, ladies. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you.
Who is this?
What you got to add to this conversation?
Okay, so this is my first time up. Thank you again for having me up.
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you out. Who is this?
Speaking, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey.
I can't see the names. I can't see your name, and I didn't see like the icon, and like it's nothing like on my screen. I can only see like the C or whatever. And now I can see the drop the mic icon. You have a $30 super chat too.
Okay, let me get to that. I apologize. How do we show the names?
Click off the comment.
Okay, got it.
Or go to the next chat and then click off just so they can see the names. Well, you ain't gotta see the names. I just wanted to know who it was. Sorry, Courtney.
No problem.
Okay, I'll read this real quick, and then Courtney, you can pick up where you left off. Sharice Christian, thank you so much for the super chat. And actually, this is for Tay. I'm trying to figure out why would the side piece need to be on the show to defend herself or himself? Yeah, good question.
Right. Like, what are they defending?
Right.
What is she defending? Did you bring the other ones up there? Did you bring your other 304s up there? Did you want rather for them to get on the show?
He doesn't want, I don't feel like he wants her to defend himself. I feel like he wants her on the show to make him, because she does whatever he says. So because she does whatever he says, he's trying to paint this image of this family or this good guy, and she'll go with it. See, Mel won't go with it. Mel is going to tell the truth. So he needs her to help him. You know, they're codependent on each other. So I feel like that's why he wants her on the show so bad, not because to defend herself.
But
Right.
Courtney, even if she come on there and say he this good guy, we still know he ain't.
But in his mind, you know, he's not wired right.
Oh my
I was
God.
so okay. Well, I wanted to come up again. Thank you for coming up. This is my first time on you all's platform. When I first saw the interview that Queen Sheba was going to do the interview, I was pissed. I was like, "Oh, why is she even taking the time to give this man a chance to lie?" But I do, you know, respect her platform and everything. So, I knew I went in knowing he was going to lie. I just didn't know what angle they were coming for this time because, as we can see, Carlos has been grooming him and trying to
Yep.
help him with the interviewing process.
Yep. They knew they had to say something
Right.
about that revenge P.
Right. Clearly somebody's in his earpiece that did not work because anytime, and then to Queen Sheba's defense, anytime she really wanted to, you could tell it was points she wanted to go in on the tag, but he was raging so bad, he was starting to rage that she had to like pull back to keep the interview going.
Right.
It was like I was sending super chats. I was hoping they were getting read. She wasn't reading none of the super chats. I was upset.
None of them.
Like he said, the part, it was like 3 or 4 parts that really just like I was ready to get in my car and ride to Huntsville. Like find Martell.
Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody said they unsubscribed to her. They were so pissed off.
It was like he the part where he said that he was fighting for Ariana to get on the show. I sent a super chat then. I was like, you put her on that show. You think you don't have no money now, no job. You were in Love and Marriage Huntsville. You put her on the show.
It's already gonna come. I mean, even now with them still trying to protect him, it's disgusting.
It's something I have no idea what it is, but for a whole network and a whole production team with all the stuff, even because as we know, all the real stuff comes out on like YouTube and after the show. For them to continue to protect him, knowing what we know as the audience, knowing how he constantly gets exposed, it's really sad. And it's for me as a woman, I feel for Mel. I feel like it's time for her. I mean, I can't tell her when her time is. That's kind of disrespectful to tell somebody their time on something.
Right.
But it's really time to move on, in my opinion. It's just like, how much can you take? Like, how much can you take? Like, there's nobody on the show protecting her. They're even cutting her mama out, the person that would show her in like some more positive light. And, even with her trying to work it out with everybody, they're still throwing daggers at her, slick daggers. But I do see Queen Sheba did try to throw in some slick shots. He was just raging so bad. The fact that he has his children around Ariane, that would bother me as a mother of someone that has publicly gone after me so many times and said so many things and has shown deranged behavior. I wouldn't want them around my children. He admitted so many things, even with he like those court docs. Of course, we know he sent those court docs initially to all those bloggers that were talking about it, but he wanted Queen Sheba to do what they did, and she wasn't willing to. And he almost blew his top because I was on another YouTuber's page and she was exposing the bad things on his behalf.
We have all the court docs as well. We've just been reading them over on our Patreons.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to join the Patreon.
Yeah, we've been reading them on our Patreon. That's why I was like, he's lying. He's lying about everything.
She tried to save him. It was just a mess. Martell is a mess, and Martell needs to be in a dark room by himself in a straitjacket, and
straight up,
they slip him some water and food every now and then. But he needs, I don't think it's no help for him.
I don't either. I mean, I clearly seen a psychotic, sociopath, psychopath, one or the other tonight. He definitely has severe mental health issues, severe. And they're trying to put lipstick on a pig. He's still a pig.
Right.
In my opinion.
Thank you, ladies, for having me up. That's basically all. And I was so disgusted about how he still tried to throw daggers at Mel and protect her. I was just disgusted. But thank y'all for letting me come up.
Thank you. Make sure you come join us again.
I definitely will.
Like your point. Did you notice that he didn't answer when she was like, what's the criteria for the women to be or people to be around your kids? Women to meet your kids?
Yeah, he didn't answer
Had
that.
nothing to say. Well, it's gonna be the one. No, the one what?
Yeah,
Because why
because
would
you've
she
had him
have
around
to
everybody that you're sleeping with.
when she don't like their mother? What if
Right.
something happens to you when y'all all together?
Period. He don't care because he don't care about anybody but himself. And it was obvious tonight. He kept on, my kids, this, my kids, that. You don't give two F's about those kids. All you care about is your agenda. And your agenda is to try your best to hurt this woman because you are still so angry that she left you. You are teed that she left you. Period. I don't care what nobody says. He still has not forgiven her for leaving him.
He need his beat.
He's like a little kid and his mama left him at the bus stop.
Yeah.
That's why I need protection too. Shut the hell up.
Protection from what, Mr. Masculine?
Right.
STDs.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Cheryl. It's your turn. And then after that,
I
I'll
just
read this
love the
chat.
fact how destroyed he looked. Melody is destroying his ass. Every time he watch her on vacation, smiling, laughing, looking good,
Yep.
she's still not walking away from the show. His face looks all sucked in. He came
Yep.
on the show with a drink in his hand. Martell is so miserable right now.
Deteriorating.
Narcissists, they're people of a thousand faces. He knew how to come on there and put on this face and act like everything is all peachy creamy, but that man is destroyed inside.
Yes.
Martell is destroyed. She is destroying him, and I want her to
agree.
continue to keep looking good, keep being happy, keep doing what she need to do, because that's the one thing that destroys him. He knew coming on Queen Sheba, there were millimeters. He knew there were millimeters all through this chat. He came on there anyway because he saw her on vacation. Martell is just like Ariane. They make fake accounts and they watch her.
And
he's
obsessed with her.
He's obsessed with her, and he saw how happy she looked, how good she looked. He can't stand it because his main objective was to tear her down and destroy her. And he's been trying to do this for the last 3 years. And because none of his plans have worked and everything has failed, now he feels he can come on Queen Sheba, the channel where all the millimeters be at. He thinks somebody's stupid. Martell, nobody's stupid but you. Everybody in that chat know who you are. Everybody.
Period.
He can't lie if everybody knows who he is. He's more like lying to himself. He's not lying to us. Because at the end of the day, Melody said he threatened her with that revenge P. He sent her a screenshot of it and threatened about what he was going to do if she don't stop talking about him. And you heard him practically admit it on the interview. He's always talking about me. That's really thinking about you.
Went on there talking about her.
Thank you. Right. He's always talking about her. Every interview, I guarantee you, he spent 2 hours talking about Melody. Melody came out of his mouth at least 20 times or more.
Yep.
At least 20 times or more. He didn't mention Ariane's name not once until he was approached about it.
Yep.
And he know
until
and I know,
he had to throw her under the bus for that tape.
Thank you. And he know and I know that only way Carson could have known about any kind of revenge P is Ariane had to have said something. Because how would she have known? How would she have known?
How would she have known about him and Mel with a tape anyway?
Thank you. Period. How would she have known that?
That's true.
What is she, a mind reader? A guru? Come on. He fooling himself. And now I'm glad she let him know it wasn't Melody who said you abused the child. Tank is the one who said you did it. Yeah. Tank ain't scared. Them kids ain't that scared of him because the boy rolled over on him and let them know, yes, he did hit me. Yes, he did put his hands on me. Yep. So they're not as scared as Martell as he think.
That's true.
Because them kids are going to roll with their mother at the end of the day. Period.
You are so right. Oh my God. When I tell you, oh my God.
I took pleasure in seeing how miserable he looked. I took pleasure in seeing how miserable inside he is. That the one woman that got that distorted hairline fixed and them crooked teeth fixed, that's the one who cleaned him up and made him who he is today. And was why he looked like he looked today, because of Melody. I took pleasure in seeing how miserable he looked and how miserable he is inside. He couldn't even hide it for so long.
Ate up.
He couldn't hide it.
No.
I mean, I was sitting here dying laughing. I'm telling you, I was in here laughing my ass off. I'm like, look at this miserable person. He's just so miserable because Melody don't want him back. Melody ain't never taking you back, Martel.
Nope, you're done.
Ever.
You're done. You're
You
done.
are done. Stick a
Just put
fork
a
in
fork
her.
in it, nigga. You're
Stick a
done.
fork in it. You're done. That's it. So get over it. Stop doing all these worthless interviews. You're not getting her back. Nothing you say gonna get her back. Take your ass over there to coleslaw. That's who you let destroy your marriage.
Yep.
And keep
Go
it moving.
ahead and marry the chicken head.
And we all know that's not gonna happen.
Right.
Because he ain't marrying no stupid ass girl.
Nope.
Period.
Not as dumb as him.
He's
just as dumb as he is.
Yep. Men don't like women that do everything they say.
Right.
They don't consider that woman a challenge. She's no challenge.
Have no respect for him.
He knows he don't have no respect for her. He know he got her on lock.
Yeah.
So
but he
could
also
care less
feels
about
like
her.
he deserves more. Since he's had someone such a high caliber as Mel, he feel like that's what he deserves.
That's
now.
where his
He's
bar is
that
at.
delusional.
And what he
You
do
know what I
is what
mean?
he need to stop doing is stuttering, because he sounds worse than Sheree with all that stuttering. That's how you know he be lying.
All right, let me let Pretty Brown Eyes
I'm
jump
done.
in here.
I'm so pissed. Woo. I'm done.
Thanks, girl.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, Pretty Brown, let's get to it. What's
I'm
up,
gonna be
boo?
relative. Look at me with my sister, but I'm gonna be relatively calm because I hate to say it, y'all. I didn't watch that BS. I
Well, honey,
snuck
you
on
should
that.
have.
Well, I watched it for like 3 minutes when he was talking about his favorite food, and I typed in the comments,
You already knew what it was.
coleslaw's ass. And when he was talking about is sex important in America, I was just like, you lost your whole everything over sex. That's the only thing that's
Then it
important
wasn't
to
that
you.
important when she asked why he ain't marrying her.
Exactly. So I was just like, I knew he was gonna lie. I saw how he sat up there looking like he had on one of those muscle shirts like what the baby be wearing. And I
Yeah.
was just like, he just looks stupid. He's so hurt about Mel. But I was actually watching your video. I was laughing, and I really wanted to comment on that because I can't really add more than what everybody's going to add about Martell. Oh, look at my boo boo. Hey, great niece. Hey, great niece.
I had Cookie with the thing on there, like James Brown.
Please.
Please.
Go.
Let me read
And
these
Cookie
super
is
chats real quick.
heterosexual, y'all. She's heterosexual.
That part.
Go ahead, drop the mic.
Okay, somebody's mama. Thank you so much for the $5. She said he threw his kids under the bus. Queen advised him not to do it, but he still did it. He did, because he don't care about anybody but himself. That's all he cares about. Thank you so much, sweet lady.
That's just to himself, for himself.
Yeah. Anything that's gonna help him, even if it means hurting his children, if it's going to help him, they good as done. He don't care about nobody but himself. He is a true narc, in my opinion.
A protector.
But how is any of that helping him? I mean, nothing he's doing is to his benefit. That entire cast is deteriorating from the outside, inside out. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I was sitting there looking at Dr. Seuss in the hospital bed. I say, you know what? If this damn lady don't get her ass at them people damn urgent care and leave a spot for somebody who really need it.
That wasn't a real hospital, by the way.
No, it was urgent care. It was an urgent
but we're
care.
gonna digress from her silly ass.
But I didn't watch Martell outside of the other thing. I just couldn't do it. I can't look at that man. I cannot stand him. But just let me say this one thing, and this is my own personal story. Now, last year around this same time, my son came home from college, and I caught the C-19 from him. When you go into the emergency room, that is the protocol that they say. You're not automatically septic, but when you have those certain symptoms, they're going to rule it out and make sure, and while they're running the test and giving you fluids to get better, they admit you, they give you the armband. So it's not like she's making it seem like she was in the hospital for a month, and she had the whole the whole shebang bang going through her veins and on death's bed. That is not something. Sepsis, my god sister passed away from that. And I heard brown skin last night say her father passed away from that. You
That
can't
was
you
me.
can't. Oh, that was you. Okay, see, y'all,
Mhm.
your voice twin. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, you cannot just be throwing stuff around randomly, because those paperwork, while she was so quick to post, baby, them discharge papers. That mean you not in the hospital no more. So what the hell is you doing? But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So, but Black Titanic already busted it. I'm gonna listen to her next, and I listened
Mhm.
to yours, and I'm listening to whatever you put out. Drop the mic, but I just could not support Martell.
Yeah.
Even giving him, I hate that I gave Queen Sheba a view, and I love Queen Sheba,
Right.
but when I heard them 3 minutes, I was like, oh hell no. And
Yeah.
it took everything in me not to do it, but I tried to throw a couple curse words in there and stuff in the chat, just vindictive.
It was going so fast. I
It,
don't even
it
think
did,
nobody would have seen it.
because it was so funny whenever he was like, "What's my favorite food?" I remember when he wanted to say when Melody used to cook, he wanted to say
Yup.
her roast
You
is
want
his
to say that
favorite.
pot roast. That's why
I
every
know he was gonna say that
time Mel
roast was
put
his
that pot
favorite,
roast. The
but he
Mhm.
didn't get to say it. Cause Marlene the drinking machine definitely didn't cook. Cause he definitely ate oodles and noodles, but allegedly. But
All right, let me get caught up on these super chats real
yeah.
quick. Sweet lady, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Discerning 8 Court TV ambassador. She says OWN is airing season 2. At the end of the episode, speaking on the mistress, OWN producers stated Ariane was called by them and she never returned their call. Interesting.
Good point. I was going
Yeah,
to bring that up if
yeah,
I saw it.
that is on the season 2. Whenever you watch it, you know how they give the
Mhm.
disclaimer. They
Yeah.
gave that disclaimer on like about 2 or 3 episodes, and
Huh.
I put it in the back chat. But the only reason Martell would want to fight for that chicken head to be on the show is for her to attack Melody and run Melody off
Yeah.
her show. That would have
That's the
just
only
been one more
reason.
person bothering Mel. But anyway, I don't want to say I hate him. I dislike him and the rest of the cast a lot.
Yeah.
I
I'm with
really
you on that.
a
I
lot.
think they're all disgusting human beings and they'll
Thing
get
is,
what's
And
coming to them.
I don't think she'll run Melody off the show. I don't. I don't.
I
She
said attempt to run her.
talked that mess over on her live when she by herself. The
Right.
fear I seen in her when
Yeah.
when Tasha
Tasha
K
K
she
said
was
she
about
finna
to
call her.
fall
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the
yeah.
same fear I seen in her when she was on that live with Martell, and that same fear I seen in her when she did that live trying to dispute what Carson was saying.
You know what
She
I
don't
just
want
thought
she don't
about,
want no
Kay?
smoke for real.
You know what I just thought about, and I'm gonna let y'all ponder this when I drop and let Anonymous speak, since she did probably watch it. You know why that girl got scared when Tasha K said, "I'm gonna call Mel"? Because that was around the time when they was plotting to drop that revenge P on Mel.
Mm-hmm.
That was that time, and
Hmm.
she didn't know what the hell Tasha K was gonna say. She could have bought Carson out or whoever out.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
that's
true.
probably why she was so afraid to approach Mel, or for her to contact Melody. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
can see that.
love you guys,
Love you
and
too, PBE.
I
Thank
I
you.
just
You
I
put your comments in the
detest
chat.
I detest, absolutely detest that man. I cannot stand him.
You and me both can't stand the
And
ground
if
he
y'all
walk
look in
on.
those chats, y'all will see the little post that I made with Wanda with D'Angelo and Moses splitting the Red Sea and stuff like that. Go into Facebook,
Okay.
y'all will die. But all right, good night,
All
y'all.
right. Thank you. Hey, Anonymous.
Hello, my dears, two of the beautiful gossip girls. I'm going to make a couple of observations before I get to this interview.
All right, hold on one second, Anonymous. Let me read this. This is the last one. Mary Kelly, thank you for the $5. Mel needs to dog walk his back to court because he admitted everything on tape out of his own mouth. He did. He did. I kind of peeped that. And I know, Anonymous, you about to drop some signs right now. I can't wait to hear what you got to say. Go ahead.
Well, I want to drop signs before this supposedly breakthrough interview happened. One, I thought it was very interesting that OWN on YouTube was dropping every 10 minutes Love and Marriage, full episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, either season 2. Now, I thought there was a deal for it to be streamed, both Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage DC. I didn't understand why they were dropping the full episodes for people to watch the show on OWN if they're streaming, which means people have to pay a fee in order to watch it. So, and then as soon as that was going on all through the day, I think I sent a message to Brown Skin Girl on one of the things because she didn't know it was happening. Then all of a sudden, a couple of double agent content creators were commenting that Hotel was going to be doing an interview with the illustrious Queen Sheba this evening. So I was like,
Put in the back chat who the double agents are in your opinion. You also know, really quickly before I forget to tell you that Mama Van interview is gone.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's also telling me something different too. And I don't understand.
You can't find it on the website anymore.
No, but what's scaring me is this. Why that man who said he wanted to be a God-fearing man specifically had one content creator only get access or exclusive access to the interview that would help Vanessa. And then why is it he's getting pressure now to take it down?
It's gone.
I know, but why?
And hers is gone.
Exactly, but she's a public figure. That doesn't make sense. But we're going to now bring up Hotel interview today. Now, do you guys remember when we got a chance to see the episode where Melody was exposing how Hotel is bad in parenting when he didn't come pick up Mariah? Who decided to give him an interview to try to rehabilitate his image? His lover, Los. So why is it, I thought it was interesting that people had been thinking that there have been double agents who are part of the Millimeter Squad now are going to try to elevate Hotel this evening. Because Vanessa's interview was coming out and going to expose them. So what's it doing? It's getting us off topic. Now, who's coming out tonight after to refute the issue? The employee of Love and Marriage Huntsville that should have been a 15-minute trick and not have any more showing. Now she's going to get on live now to try to re-talk about the RP situation that she only got.
She's on live. Yeah,
exactly.
I saw that.
It's a distraction from really the issue. If somebody's trying to force this person to take it down, this is my thing, because I remember that interviewer that was on that other content creator. He stated that we need to show better examples of godly, God-fearing men who respect women. Why are you so scared to show an interview of Vanessa that would show a better light instead of this trash heap that basically showed that he has the 10 traits of a narcissistic sociopath the whole interview? When he didn't go his way, and I thought it was very rude that he's drinking the whole glass of wine during an interview. When the wine got off, you saw how angry he got. That's not appropriate. And if it's true he is bipolar, allegedly, he's supposed to be on medication. You're not supposed to be drinking alcohol anyway. So he's not well. It doesn't look good. But again, I think this is a deflection here to get us off topic of trying to help Vanessa as well as Melody with the petitions and to put pressure on them.
Um, but I think it's also revealing the double agents. It's revealing people that say they're from Melody, but they're not from Melody. And they're opportunists. They're just getting money. So people need to be very careful. Don't assume because somebody says, because I don't think people remember, Hotel specifically said you have to pay him $3,000 before he interviews. Who paid the money?
Somebody
Did he do a GoFundMe like Devin Keith to get it? What happened? Because he's broke. He ain't got no money. And I thought it was interesting. He was wearing a red isn't it summer? Why is he wearing a it looks like a blazer to cover his arms? You didn't want to show those defensive wounds on his arm? The right one?
I don't know.
It's just very interesting why this is coming out, especially after Vanessa did that interview and they were specifically attacking you, Drop the Mic, and other people from getting that interview out about Vanessa. I thought it was very interesting.
Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, but those are my thoughts on that. Yeah, but
Thank you, Anonymous.
Yeah, but just
there's nobody waiting in the back, so y'all can hang out for a few minutes if y'all want.
Yeah, but I want to, at least before I finish with the other people like Hershey and Sleepy coming up. Yes, Sleepy.
Sleeping Beauty.
I'm awake tonight.
I know. I got trial tomorrow. So
you're waking on fire.
I know, but I want to give you guys encouragement. Don't get too distracted with trying to get angry at Hotel. We know he's a narcissistic sociopath, in my opinion, allegedly.
Right.
We know he's a pathological liar. The only thing he thinks about is sex and gym. That's it. His kids, forget it. It's about me. It's everything's I. He's I believe he's like Tim Norman of Sweetie Pies. He's that dangerous. And people need to take precautions with him. I believe he's in a collapse. And that interview showed it, because usually you're not supposed to drink during an interview. And then for him to get that irate because Queen Sheba wouldn't just kowtow to what he wanted. He did the same thing with Tiffany on the scene. He got angry because he couldn't belittle her or have her be underneath him.
Yeah, and she wouldn't back down.
Correct. So that he doesn't like women standing up to him. He thinks women are inferior, which is really sad. But I think we need to start questioning why that Vanessa interview went down. I think that's inappropriate. I think she gave some great points. And we need to protect them, because if they're going to be acting wild like this and he's going to attack anybody just for even saying one statement he don't like, he's dangerous to everybody on the set.
Exactly.
And he needs to be off. He needs to be off. So I'll let everybody else speak, but keep exposing that interview with Vanessa. Keep talking about it. Question why it was taken down if it was public. It doesn't make any sense. Because why are we elevating Carson and why are we elevating Hotel tonight? That don't make any sense.
Yeah. It's crazy. It really doesn't even make sense. The whole thing is just bananas. Bananas. That was in my opinion, that was OWN's response to the Revenge P. They basically was like, it's your mess. You got to clean it up. So have at it. Yep. That's what I think. Period.
But I listen to the other panelists with their beautiful selves. Hershey 85, Sleeping Beauty.
Anonymous, at the beginning, he said
Anonymous.
his fee. At the beginning of the interview, he said, because people were saying that 3,000, and he was like, she paid my fee. And she was like, you
don't
better
start no shit with me,
Martell.
Yep.
Yeah, but somebody paid the fee. He ain't going. Who did? That's the question.
And we all
I don't
know
think anybody did.
He puts people on blast. He can't hold water.
Correct.
He tells the truth in the middle of his lies. So I don't know. I can't see him. He tried to laugh it off, but that's the same way he did Melnika. Yeah,
see, that's what I mean. Drop the mic. He's told the truth right there. He don't get interviews exclusive if you don't pay his fee, because he needs the money. Somebody paid it. I don't know who. It might have been an indirect
carrier. His sorry PR team.
And that's what I'm saying. Either way, but somebody paid for him to get that exclusive interview because trust me. And the reason, another thing, I'll just make this point real quick before you guys go. The questions were softball. They got a little when they were off the script because you could tell he wasn't going to do the interview unless he could kind of dictate what the questions were. But when she was able to kind of go freelance, he got defensive.
Right.
But I'll tell you this, if you guys ever want to try to get people to get pointed questions, you have to make them where they answer yes or no only. You can't give them a lot of room to do fluff. If you want, like,
she was doing that. I think
yeah.
she was like, I just need a yes or no answer.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you would have, like, I would have given an example. He said he didn't abuse his children. Well, it was reported that you gave them soap and hot sauce. Can you explain it to me why it was in the report?
Right.
But I think that she couldn't come at him that way because if she had came at him that way, he would have got even more hostile than he was getting. I think he's the type of person because of that disorder that you have to almost pretend like you're agreeing with him. Because the moment that you heard what he said, are you against me? Are you against
I heard
me?
that. I said, ooh.
Like he's like 5 years old. Like no
yeah,
one
he
ever,
is. He has mommy issues. He has mommy and daddy issues. That's the Oedipus complex unresolved with him. But that's why I say you can't do that for
ask him out and out questions like that. He would have hung up or he would have went off. So I'm sure that she probably had to meet with his PR team plenty of times, and they probably was very, very like, listen, this is what you can ask. This is how you can ask. Like, I mean, yeah, she slid in some questions, but she had to like reverse it on him because if she wouldn't have, he would have flipped. Nunu, I've never seen you on a panel before. Can you cut your camera on so I can make sure you're a real person, please?
But I'm just saying he gave
some. You can cut it off.
She had to, in order to get it, to give some softball questions just to lure him in. It wasn't going to be very confrontational or hostile because he wouldn't have done the interview.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, it's just all about it. You have to be careful when you are interviewing a person like him. You know what I mean? You just you have to be, in my opinion. So okay, so who was next? Was it Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, I think it was Hershey.
Hershey, yeah.
Hershey, you're next. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Well, hi ladies, just to see y'all beautiful ladies in the chat and on this panel. So, I gotta give my, respects to the first lady of the church, and the pastor and deaconess and them.
Yes, Hershey.
I'm gonna tell you like this, because I was in the chat. First of all, the chat was going way too fast. And everything he was saying, I'm like, first of all, when she said about the 10 dozen roses, and he was like, well, she was having a hard time in court. Like, Negro, you send her the roses and say, I apologize. Like, you just I'm not trying to cuss on your panel, because he really just took me up and through there. And I just seen a demon. He's not a narc, he's a demon.
That's how I see him too.
It's past narcissist.
Yeah, he's sick.
When he got first of all, it's like he was going to a lie detector. That's the reason why he was drinking, because he was trying to mellow himself out. Yeah, he was trying to disengage. He was trying to, when somebody take a lie detector test, they have to, to try to beat it. They try to make it inconclusive, so they put chemicals and stuff in their body to try to fake out or trick the test. And this is what he was doing, because he knew the millimeters was on his behind. So it's like, let me go into the lion's den to prove that I'm really trying to work with Mel, and me and her on a better page, and me and her really trying to and it's like, Negro, she don't F with you. Why are you lying?
Right. You call her, she'll tell you.
Why would she call? Like,
Yeah, he kept saying,
and
she'll come up here. I'm sure she's watching. I
Then
was
she
like,
be like, "Hey, Mel." That's like, "Hey, Sheba." Marcel,
it's
Mel, I'm here.
even Negro. It's the same way when he was trying to flip the whole revenge P thing on her,
yes,
and it was like, are you serious right now? So you really trying to like when all else fails, blame Mel. I
right.
swear to God, it's when all
That's his
else
go-to.
fails, blame Mel, and he has to protect Coleslaw. He has to protect her
Mm-hmm.
because they both on the short yellow bus looking the window, and it is what it is. Um, and you can tell these are two. They minds are gone.
Yeah.
It's they gone. And if when I looked into, I don't even like looking at Martell because I don't know why people think he's so fine. I don't
Mm-mm.
understand. I don't get it. He looked like a little elf to me. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
He really
He
looked like an elf to me tonight.
he really looked like an elf and a strong crackhead. Like, I swear to
Yeah.
God, he does not work on
No.
his legs. He's
No,
always
like I'm
skipping legs
definitely
every day.
seeing that ish now. And he was sweating. I don't know if y'all peeped that,
Like,
but I was like,
like I,
he's sweating.
he is on. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I know alcoholics, and then I know drug addicts. That's not an alcohol problem. His mama has the alcohol problem. He got something else going on.
Yeah.
And I remember I said in the beginning of the chat when he was drinking, I was like, I'm sure he drinking his wine because ain't nobody else buying it. He got a whole stack of cases
Oh
back
wait,
there
now
that
you see
he
how he
did.
had it still behind him like this. With this eye.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's like
What if he done
I,
broke into my house and switched it out?
I feel like I feel like Queen Sheba had to handle him with kid gloves
He had
because
to.
this is what people witness the on the cast and around him, even in real life. If you do not agree with him, you saw it come out. This is not editing. This is not the
Mm-hmm.
show. This is a real YouTube interview. You
Yep.
saw that demon come out. He
I
has
see.
a lust demon, allegedly, and
Yep.
he has an anger demon,
Yep.
and those two combined is not good. And I remember, and this is just me and friends of mine, when we was talking about bisexuality, and we were saying how dangerous it can get because when you don't know exactly what you want to be, it can go into bestiality and things like that. Because when most people say they bisexual, it's mostly a lust demon because you trying to satisfy that fix. You try to get whatever can get you off. That's what you're going to, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we was talking about. Not saying that everything that was said I agree with, but I kind of understand lust demons. He has a lust demon. You can see it because
Mm-hmm.
when she talked to him about, well, how important sex is, he was like, well, sex is not the most important thing. I mean, she said, so okay, well, you said that Ariane satisfied you, so why
Mm-hmm.
are you not with Ariane? Well, I don't want to make it seem like it was all about sex. I mean, it was Negro. That's all it is. You blew up your spot for head that you said you was not getting, but have a tape of your wife giving it to you. Please make it
Right.
make sense.
Right.
This was your main argument, that she wasn't slobbing on your knob every chance she got or every chance you
Yep.
got, but you have a
Yep.
tape of it that you have kept. And another thing, how sick does the side piece have to be to have
Mm.
that tape? I say it over and over again. I
And to
wish a
watch it.
Negro would even think about handing me a tape between him and his wife. Do you know I
Right.
would go to jail and
Right.
expect him to bail me out? Because you playing with me. You playing in my face. But for
Yep.
her to even have it, I know she watches it. I know
Mm-hmm.
she watches it. That is sick.
Yeah,
It's
she's a
sick.
sick puppy too. I think she's
It's
just as sick as he is.
They both sick. They both have,
Mhm.
like I said, it's past narcissistic. I see this in a whole spiritual thing. That is
Yeah.
a demon. He is the devil walking upright. And the devil is very charming. My mama always said this, God rest her soul. I will always reference my mom. The devil don't come as the boogeyman. He
Right.
never does.
Mm-mm.
The devil never come as the boogeyman. He come very beautiful. When he was in heaven, before he became the devil, he was Lucifer. He was the most beautiful angel in heaven. He was beautiful. He had the best music and the best voice and all like that. So the devil uses vanity. So he's never gonna come ugly with horns on his head. That's not how
Right.
they get you. Even vampires. Vampires, if you always see them, they are very beautiful. When have you ever seen an ugly vampire until you see the monster that they are? You never see an ugly vampire. The
Nope.
devil never comes as the boogeyman. I just want all women to know that. Like, it took me a minute not to be male identified because I'm an old Southern girl, and I was taught that the woman's supposed to be a lady in the street in the freaking the bed. Keep the children, and you got to always do this and you got to always do that, and yeah, Mr. Charlie is just the man, and he's doing the best he can, and some of these women still hold it like, stop listening to Betty Wright. Yes, she can sing. I love me some Betty Wright, but please stop listening to her because having a piece of man better than having no man is not right. It's not.
No,
No, I would
not
rather
at
be by
all.
myself with a puppy and a goldfish than to deal with a demon. And that when Mel said, and I'm glad y'all said about the second season because they have been playing it back to back to back to back. And when she said in that therapy session, it's like he became my enemy and like I had to protect she meant that. I'm
Yeah.
sleeping with my enemy
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
And for him to even admit that he tried to get his side piece on the show, and when Queen Sheba said, what would she be defending?
Right.
What would she be defending? He
Right.
couldn't answer
Breaking
that.
up your marriage?
Like,
Yeah, he was lying, right? Because why you didn't defend her?
Thank
You
you.
called her a peasant instead of defending her.
Exactly, because he was well, I talked about it too, and that wasn't right. Nobody was talking about her. They was talking about your infidelity. This is the smoke and mirrors that demons do. They love to throw up smoke and mirrors because
Yeah.
that's how they try to ease their way out of situations. Where they've been talking about her for 3 seasons. No, 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 no. They've been talking about your infidelity
For
for
3
3
seasons.
seasons.
That she could have been. She was a figurehead with a question mark. Okay,
Thank
she could have been
because nobody
anybody.
knew who she was
Nobody knew
until
who she
she
was.
showed
She
her
came
head.
out.
How about when
And
he said that the kids, he didn't want the kids on the show because when one of his kids said that they seen him go into a hotel. What about, was she lying? Why was you going to the hotel with a lady?
Right.
and then try to flip that on Mel. He tried to flip that on Mel too.
Yeah.
He tried to flip that on Mel too. And you know what Mel showed first of all, that picture was on the internet.
That girl seen her go.
The picture and put it on the internet. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Your children, see, this is the thing. Those children are not stupid.
No,
And
they're
I was
not.
saying,
Somebody just said in the chat that they felt that it was creepy when he described how easily it was to manipulate children.
Yeah.
That was like,
wasn't it creepy?
That's the
Yeah.
parental alienation that a narcissist will do. That's what we were
Like he
talking
told
about.
on himself even then. And then when Queen Sheba was like, Mel didn't ask anything of you. Mel did not say that. In the court documents, it said she was like, I tried to tell you not to go here. Like
Right.
she was really my spirit animal in that minute because I have always when we get into a hot topic and I'm like, are you sure you want to go down this road? Especially
Right.
when I know you finna incriminate yourself and I ask you, are you sure? Are you
Yep.
sure now?
He asked them twice.
Like ask
Like,
him
are you
twice.
sure
No,
you? She
actually,
was
she
like,
asked
I
him
want
3
to stay
times.
away from the kids. And he was
Yeah,
like, no, I want to
she
touch
asked,
on it. I'm like, he's such
Exactly.
an idiot. He's so dumb. Well, but Hershey, let me give Simply a chance to talk real quick, and then Nunu and Angie have to speak, and then we can probably swing back around to you. But you're making some great points, but I just want to give everybody a chance to speak. Go ahead. No, who is it? Simply
Yep.
next, boo.
I just want to know who is his PR team and why did they set this interview up? That was the wrong channel to send Hotel to.
Why
I'm
you
sorry.
say that?
Because I felt like she held him to the fire as much as he can. He clearly wanted somebody to be on his side. So he should have took his behind to the channels who he first gave them documents to, which was S World.
Ma'am,
That's
yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
they
They might
didn't
have
do their
denied
homework
him.
on
They
Queen
might not have
Sheba.
wanted to interview him.
They didn't do their homework on Queen Sheba. I'm sorry. They didn't at all.
Mm.
And he
Yes, they did, because she said she talked to his team before this. I want to
I
know
don't think they
why
watched her content, Tay.
Did you hear that when Tay talk? Say that again so I can hear what you just said. They talked before what?
She said she talked with his PR and management team. But I also find it interesting that she kept asking him, was Carlos his manager?
Hold on 1 second, y'all. The chat is complaining about some echoes. Can everybody mute if you're not talking? And Mishi Love, you have your devices aren't connected. So you have to connect your devices, your camera and your microphone before I can let you up, okay?
Dr. Mike, I think that's you that noise is.
Well, we got some people that
No,
are
it's
still
not.
not muted. Who's not? Everybody's mute.
That's you. That's you, Hershey 85. Do you have something playing in the background?
Me? I thought I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was muted. My bad. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Name it
Mishi Love, drop back down and come back up because your devices aren't connected. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Get your butt up here.
No,
Yes.
the reason why I said I don't think they did there, I don't think they watched her content. She goes in on Martell on a regular. So the fact of the matter that he thought he was gonna come on there and think she was gonna be on his side, she straight out told him she was a millimeter.
He said he was one too.
Nobody.
Sure did.
He ain't no millimeter. He a mellow mutt.
He's a millimeter.
But
he kept saying, "Aren't you friends? Aren't you friends with Mel? Aren't you friends with Mel?" He said it like
when he
twice.
said that, that's why I was like, they've been watching Mel. They probably watched that live they did the other day. Like, oh, that's her friend. We got to get her. We got to turn her against Mel. And it didn't work. But he told on himself throughout the entire interview. On Discovery and Carlos King looked like idiots for staying quiet because that man basically admitted to Revenge P. There were so many things though, like when he said, "Yeah, I need a woman that's going to protect me and go out and work hard for me." I said, "Oh, so there we have it. You didn't have an issue with Mel working hard, huh?
A housewife.
Yeah, he wanted to be a house husband. He didn't have
he wanted to be a housewife.
Okay, Martella.
I was thinking a house whore, allegedly, in my opinion.
You got it right. Simply, he is Martella.
Because I was like, oh, there we have it. You didn't have an issue with Mel working while y'all were married, long as you benefited from it. But you no longer benefit from it. So now it's an issue. I found it odd when he said, oh, I didn't have to get Mel's permission for Belinda to watch my children. I said, in what world? You mean to tell me that before you left Huntsville to go to Atlanta, you didn't call that woman and give her first right to refusal to her children, but you got her in court talking about you're in contempt of court. My dude, so are you.
Yeah, but he did the same thing with Cougar Peach Cobbler. Remember, the kids saw her
and we're
That
filming
was
with her.
male business, remember?
It didn't matter.
Yeah,
She's okay.
I remember that. He said it was none of her business. And I said, in what world is that none of her business? Those are her children just as much as they are yours. But you can leave them with Belinda, but you got an issue when she leave her children with her brother?
Did you see how he tried to spin that Belinda was going with one of his friends? Who?
Belinda was going with one of his personalities.
Legs, hips, and breasts.
Destiny.
Or all of them.
Because why he wouldn't name the friend? It's
he
Destiny.
Don't name anybody.
Destiny or Mars.
He don't name anybody. And yes, I thought when he said that the children are easily manipulated, I said, well, that's creepy. And we know which child you like to manipulate because you like to manipulate the oldest baby. That's the reason why you recorded her and then put the damn thing on live. Put it on your Instagram stories. I said, them poor babies. I said, him admitting not his birthday, so stop lying. You were cheating.
I'm thinking that's not his birthday. I thought it was the 17th, but now I'm thinking it's not the 17th.
When is Sugar Mama's birthday?
The 19th.
It's the 19th. I think it's the 19th.
He put that child on the same date as Sugar Mama.
Yeah.
You think so?
No, Sugar Mama is the 19th. He said the 17th. Why you ain't been just said that? But Slaw did say all their birthdays end with 7. So I'm thinking like it must be the 17th because it got to be real close. I was like, it's the 7th or the 17th because he is Sagittarius. So it wouldn't have been the 27th of December because that's a Capricorn. So I'm like, it's the 7th or the 17th. And how particular how he is, I'm like, it's the 17th. If it's not the 17th, it's the 7th or it's the 19th.
I know. I think it's the 17th shit.
I don't think so.
He don't even say happy birthday to either one of them.
Right, well, he don't say happy birthday to him or the girls. None of them did it. But Tank.
If it was the 17th, that means that it's not on Sugar Mama's birthday. Then he would have just admitted that before.
No, but
I don't believe
you got to remember that he kept saying that the baby was conceived while him and Mel weren't together.
The 17th still means that they were together.
Yes.
The 19th means that they still were together.
But that's the lie he's telling. He's acting like we don't watch the show.
Yeah.
God, I'm confused with his sex cycle because I don't understand it either at all.
He's weird.
He thinks we don't like. Martell doesn't get it. We watch the show. Like when he said, we've talked about her for 3 seasons. No, we've talked about the act of your infidelity.
Right.
She's the irrelevant piece to this equation. It's the fact of the matter that, like your wife said, you couldn't keep your penis in the household.
Right.
It don't matter.
But that's the smoke and mirrors that Hershey was talking about. The smoke and mirrors. Yep. They was talking about her. Child, please. They wasn't again. She was a daggone silhouette with a question mark. Nobody cared. She could have been anybody. They were talking about you cheating, but in order to get the heat off of him, he has to bring her into it because he needs an ally in her. Like, see, they keep talking about you, and because again, now she'll agree with him. He's weird. He is weird, y'all.
Her on that show. I still do not believe he just told her that, and he trying to make us believe that. He didn't want her. He wasn't trying to get her on that show.
No, he wasn't. And if he was, it was recently.
He got too many other women that he messed with for her, because every other woman he messed with been on there.
Yep, Big Booty Belinda, Melnika,
thank you. Everyone
he even had that girl running after him.
Jeez, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Melnika.
All right, so who's next?
Destiny.
Who was next on the
panel?
Nunu.
Baby Kimmy said, y'all can hear me. Mic check, mic check. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a first timer. But why did Kimmy say that this man was a gentleman, though?
Because she's not used to a man
identified.
Kimmy said that this man is a gentleman. The demon we saw tonight, baby girl said that's a man. And I got big problems with that. Because Kimmy need to come on out Everybody let her go on with this whole masquerade, but she need to come on out, and everybody need to deal with Kimmy, because I think that's big weird energy, that this person can be so dangerous to Melody and her family. And you can sit around talking about this is a gentleman. And that ain't the first time that Kimmy done said that about Martell. And what I saw tonight was somebody that will yak somebody head clean off. I hope I said that as clean as possible for you
No,
too.
I totally agree with you 100%.
Yeah, like this is
100%.
not even the game. It's not cute. It's not
Nope.
funny. And everybody who sit around this girl playing this game. But first of all, Miss Van said I would have said no to him. Miss Van said he would have got the no for me in that interview. Before it got removed, I listened. Miss Van said he was not the person that I would have chose for my daughter because he got too much background drama. And that drama is showing up, baby. You hear me? It's showing up big, bad, and mad. And whatever Marlene did with her son, she know it because she always be like, oh, you don't need no therapy. Marlene, go sober up, Pooh. Because it's clear that he needs some therapy. It had me so heated because first of all, I be in the bushes and I be vibing, I be giving y'all clicks and views, okay? But tonight, I said, baby, we need to go to Huntsville, because this ain't clean and this ain't something is real murky in the water. That these other cast members can come out here and co-sign Martell. That's dangerous as hell because they are mothers and fathers. They are real people with children. Tisha got children. Marceau got children. He got daughters. Y'all think this permissible? Man, it's I can't co-sign it. And then one thing I wanted to point out with Queen Sheba questions, she was trying to corner Martell, and I peeped that. And when she tried to corner him, he came out raging, very angry. And so every question she asked, she'd be like, no, how do you feel personally as a man? Y'all remember that? She say, how do you feel personally? And he will always bring Melody back into it. I said, bro, you don't even have no context of yourself outside of your children. Your children are just an extension of you. They are not you. Melody was an extension of you. She is not you. So why can't you Martell is a grown man who has never, it's very clear that he has never looked at himself in the mirror and said, who am I as just Martell Holt without my Melody, without mama, without my mom, without my trauma. He don't know who the hell he is, and that's why he's so dangerous, because he will make up things in his head. He made up in his head that Queen Sheba knew Melody. You seen that? He act like her and Melody had a whole relationship. Queen Sheba like, baby, I don't know that lady. I know that lady as good as I know you.
Yeah.
And that's mad weird that he is making it up in his head. But that lets you know, because in all them seasons before, he was like, Destiny, when this divorce happened, you better choose my side. Marceau, when this divorce happened, you better choose my side. We can literally go pick clips of him recording that on TV, telling people, Chris Fletcher, all of them, to choose his side. Martell is dangerous, baby. Yeah. Martell is very dangerous. Yes. And I wonder why Mel went against her mama teachings. Her mama loved her. I wonder why she didn't listen. And I understand that we young and we do some things, but boy, her mama called it. Her mama called it. She said it would have been a no for me because he had too much baggage. And Martell got a lot of baggage. Them demons was jumping all over him through sweat beads and everything. I'm like, boy, that boy got worms. I'm sick. I couldn't take it. It was too much for me. I had to get on the panel and I had to just voice my opinion because I was shocked when I saw Martell live in action, and the way Queen Sheba cornered him made him have to be his raw self. It wasn't the type of like interview we would have wanted where we could have really dogged him, dug in his ass. But it was an interview that exposed him for who he really is. Mm-hmm. And when y'all chop that interview up and y'all able to bit by bit and see him in his raw self, it'll be something that Martell will never be able to hide from. He got exposed tonight.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, sis. You preaching. You preaching. I agree with you 100%. Like, I couldn't say, listen, you said everything I was thinking and could not put into words, because At first I was mad, and then I started to calm down, and then I realized, yo, he really showed himself tonight to the world, and you can't hide from that.
Yeah,
No,
he's in a
it's
collapse.
recorded now.
Came
He's
off.
in
It's
a
a done
collapse,
deal.
y'all.
Yep, he collapsing. It's a done deal because the reason why Martell collapsing, he chose like he Melody held him up literally. He is angry with her because she removed his literal support system. That's why Carlos have to go on interviews and hold his hand because that's what Melody used to do. That's why he had to have that earpiece in his ear because Melody was the one who used to step on his damn foot and help him fix his grammar and help him fix his posture and help him have the right things to say. If you go back in episodes when they had that they went out and had a little magazine. They got put on a magazine together. And every question they asked Martell, he referred it back to Melody. Oh, refer it back to Melody. You can't, I know you can't read. That's why you can't pass that test.
Yeah.
And Melody got the builder's license. If you want to keep it a buck, she never told it. She never came out and verbally said, oh, I'm the one with the builder's license. You ain't got it. Martell did all that dogging of her, and she still held him down, still trying to make him look like a person. But honestly, if he tied through and delayed, that means Melody tied through and delayed. So she like, I gotta prop this nigga up. I can't let everybody know how dumb he is because that's gonna be a reflection on me. And I peeped that game. I understand what role she was trying to play, but now he being so dirty. But you remember Martell say, I want to dissolve everything. I want to dissolve everything with our name on it. Boy, I bet he regret that day.
Yeah, she like and will.
Okay, delete it. Dissolved.
Dismantled.
Stay less. And because she tried to give him a piece of the little her little makeup, her little skincare line. Yeah, she said, "Oh, I'll give you 15. I want 50." She said, "Dissolve." Okay. I said, "Get his ass, girl."
Like, you're evil. She was like, "Whatever." I'm done.
She tired of that boy draining her.
I'm done. So let me shout out to the queen real quick. Hey, this Silva.
Hey,
thank you so much for the 1999.
Hey, queen. We love you.
She said, "Hey, family. He's a piece of ish. I got something for that arse."
Yeah,
I can't wait to Silva.
She's going live tomorrow.
Patreon.
I'll be over
and
there.
Patreon too.
You know we're gonna be over there to Silva.
And you know we gotta talk about the we gotta talk about the disappearance of the Vanessa interview.
I will be
definitely.
What? They took the interview back?
Don't make me get a Patreon. Don't make me get a Patreon. I gotta get a Patreon.
Yes, girl. That's where all of the that's where it goes down.
Where all the ish goes down.
I'm gonna have to slide in.
The tea gets revealed on Patreon and then sneaks out to other people. They take that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Kevin Moore. Yep. Yes, he did show like when she was like, "Do you still love Melody?" Mm-hmm. What about that part?
Did he get? Is that when he got quiet? Because he got quiet.
No, it was when he talked about the kids. When it was something about the kids. He got real quiet. I'm gonna have to go
back and watch that interview and dissect it again.
He got quiet when they asked did the kids like Arion. That's when he got real quiet.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He got quiet. He got quiet when she asked about Mel too, and you can actually see. I don't know if anybody noticed, but he was truly being genuine then. But he really wanted to say, "I still love Mel," but he didn't want to give. He didn't want to just say outright. But in that moment,
tonight.
Yeah, in that moment, he loves Mel still, and he's hurt.
No love there.
No. I get.
It's a weird kind of and that's dangerous.
I get what y'all are saying, and I get that it may be weird for if you look at the picture, it may be weird to us, but to him, and you got to think the way Martell thinks. Martell still loves Mel. He does, and he's I'm not gonna say that word. He's upset because she left. The missing part we all keep saying is that Mel broke up the pieces. Because remember, they went back during the interview. They all had basically plotted together in saying that whatever happens, we're going to stick it out. But Mel was the one that pulled the cover off and said, nope, I didn't agree to that. I didn't agree to none of that. That was them.
She
But
only
some
pulled
people
it
look at
off
her as
because
so
he
hateful.
kept
You don't
cheating.
do that to somebody
Right.
you love.
Yeah,
That's
if Martell would have quit, it went season 1 when Melody got back with him, like, okay, I've been living in my own apartment, I'm about to leave you. She got back with Martell because he like, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna talk to her no more. He fumbled the bag by continuing to talk with her. Melody was willing to go back in that relationship 100% and save her children, save her image, and save her marriage. Melody don't owe Martell anything, and Martell do not love her. That's not love. That's somebody who is saying, I cannot function without you, and you stop my functionality, you stop my paper, you stop the facade of who people thought I was.
That
And so
part.
I'm angry at you because you did that. That's why he rocked with Coleslaw, because that idiot gonna talk about, oh, I want unconditional love. I can dog you. I can do whatever. I got flaws. You look past my flaws. Boy, is you drunk? Ain't nobody finna look past all that crap you be doing, and you. Oh,
You
good.
is
What
Good
preaching.
about
God.
You is
Titanic, I
preaching.
just saw you was in here and here for the hot tea.
Put Black
You
you know what?
Titanic up. We got
you
the
is
choir.
preaching tonight, Nunu. I'm just gonna have to tell you, you is
I really
preaching
was.
tonight.
Some
Pass the
But you know
collection plate,
what?
please. Pass
Yeah,
the
but Black
collection plate.
Titanic here. Black Titanic here. Bad
You
boys,
don't have
bad
to do
boys.
Black
What you gonna
Titanic.
do? What you gonna do when Black Titanic
when you
comes
come
for you?
for
Show
you,
me.
Black Titanic. I'm about to
Soprano.
sing your song.
Soprano.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you?
She held that.
Outro version. Bad boys. You met Miss Black Titanic. You made me laugh so hard today. I'm sorry, I had to do that. We
Yeah,
love you over here,
Yes,
Miss Black
she
we
had
even
Titanic.
to
have
go.
bass. Bad boy, bad boy,
Yeah, no,
bad
you are
boy.
really like when I tell you you are dropping some science,
You
like
could go.
because that's literally what it is. Like this man, I understand. Like it does look like oh he loves her, but the stuff that he has done to her is not out of love. It's out of hate to me. You don't drop a revenge P on someone you love. You don't try to take the kids away from someone you love. You don't continuously try to hurt a person that you love. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
That's not love. If you read
That
up on
ain't love.
narcissists, that is never love. It is control.
It's
They want
obsession
to
and
make
control.
them
That's
a
what I think.
slave again. That's all they
Yeah.
You
want.
you know
Who is
what,
next?
Nunu?
I found it
Oh,
very
I'm
telling
sorry.
that
I'm
he
sorry.
couldn't
I was.
tell a story at all when she asked him had he ever experienced unconditional love outside of marriage, and he just said, "I know what love is."
Come on now, that said a
You
lot.
know.
He didn't
That
You
did
have
know
say
what?
a
not.
You know
lot.
what?
That did say a
With
lot.
you know the piggyback off of Nunu when she was saying, well, you know, he wants somebody to say, he wants somebody to have unconditional love and all like that. He really want Mel to be Jesus. Jesus is the only one that can give you unconditional love and do
Yeah.
all of that. My love come with conditions. If you keep
Amen.
dogging me, I'm going to leave because I ain't got to deal with this. I'm not Jesus. I want to be Christ-like, but I'm
But
not
the
Jesus.
doctor
And he
told
really
him
wanted
that.
Mel to be Jesus.
You know, what was
He's
Amen.
a
the doctor that
narcissist.
saw him that
Narcissist
said
just
the
don't.
doctor told him that he was putting too much on
It was Dr. Francis. It was the
Dr. Francis
episode
said
second one.
you're asking things of her that she can't offer. Like these are things that you need to go and work out for yourself. And he was just
Exactly.
looking at him like he had four heads. Like it doesn't compute, does not compute. I think Missy Love, and L'Oreal and Keontae and Angie, y'all haven't talked yet. So I done lost the order. So y'all gotta
Okay, can
tell
I
me.
speak? Because I just wanted to drop. Hi everybody. I just came up to tell you guys that the review hour was talking ish on the chat, and I suggest you guys get a hold of Queen Sheba before they start making up stuff.
What are you
That's all I
What are you
talking
wanted to
talking
say.
about?
about?
I send you the DMs. Drop the mic.
You talking
And I
about the
s-
free
Oh,
K?
okay.
And I don't know. She was just talking ish, and you know what I do. I send you the DM, the picture in the DM.
Yeah. Oh, child. I don't give a goddamn what they talking about.
I'm worried about Vanessa.
She can come watch the live. We ain't say nothing bad about nobody over here. We critiqued the interview just like anybody would do. So they can sit on a fat one and rotate.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so who is next? Miss She Love or L'Oreal? Oh, Miss, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
You ready to speak?
Yes. Oh my God. Hi, ladies.
Hey, welcome.
The reason why I came up is because where I am, I'm in Florida. It's midnight. It's officially Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day.
Really?
And I thought, yes, today, June 1st.
Wow.
And I thought
What
that
a
it was so
coincidence that
exactly. Yes. So I was like, you know what? Let me for the first time, because I've been watching you guys for a while, and you have such great content, especially when you talk about that kind of abuse. So I was like, let me go say hi for the first time on Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. And I was taking notes. I took so many notes when I was watching that interview, because I was like, I've dealt with a few in my lifetime. And until you know what you're dealing with, you feel like you're going crazy. And I could just really give my heart out to poor Mel. Like,
she's had to deal with some mess, haven't she?
Yeah. Like, I've never had to deal with, threats of revenge P, which is like humiliating. Like, that could ruin so many business opportunities for her.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
And she must have been just in shambles when he said he was going to release it. Because when they threaten you, they mean it.
Yeah.
They mean it.
Absolutely.
So when I heard about that, I wasn't surprised. I was disgusted, but I was just really feeling so badly for her. She really deserves better than that. And just, him, he's going to have to reap what he sows. I'm just going to get into my notes real quick and I'll hop down.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Oh, okay, great. When he said that, when Queen Sheba was going back and forth with him, when he said that he wanted his kids off of social media, but he wasn't upset at all that Belinda was posting pictures of his kids in social media.
That part.
And said, right? His mom.
He was completely okay with that. And then when he brought up the 120 roses, he said someone told him that she had put it in the garage. And I'm wondering who told him that.
He said
the interview that he watched.
No, he said that she said that somebody told him that. And then he said he called her and she said, yes, she did. No, she said she put him in the garage.
And she said it on an interview and his stalker ass was watching it.
I was like, was he grilling the kids to get that info? And so that gave me like an alarm. I was like, either she has someone in her camp who's talking too much or he was grilling the kids. But
no, she said it in an interview. They said something like, well, what'd you do with him? She said, left him in the garage. And then she moved on to the next question. He was watching her interview. He's a stalker.
And
he is.
Absolutely. But and then one of the tactics that I really, really liked watching was Queen Sheba used reverse psychology on him.
Yes.
It was so amazing because she was like, I don't want to get into the questions about XYZ. And then him being a narcissist was like, you're not going to tell me what to do. Yeah. And he just went like a bull in a china shop, just went in and just spilled all his guts out about everything. So
I really didn't even.
Maybe she set his ass up.
She did, and the thing that I really admired about her is because a lot of people can get tripped up by someone who's narcissistic or sociopathic. They can lure you into becoming defensive. And she never became defensive, which was very good. Her interviewing skills are very good. I am admiring her even more now.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
she never really got tripped up for him, but she knew where she had to tread lightly because he would just have a rampage, hang up,
Yep.
and then play the victim, as they often
Yep.
do. So
Yep.
she would just push him to the edge. He would, spill all his guts or get upset. Then she'd pull him back in. You know what? I don't want to go there with you. And then she would like laugh. And then he would just be lulled into a false sense of security. And then she'd go back in again. And I was like, I had put in a chat
So
that
it
she
was like an
rope-a-doped him.
expert. Like she
Very
really,
expert.
like you said, she rope-a-doped him. Like she
Mhm.
literally
Mhm.
rope-a-doped him.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I said, I was like,
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was
interview.
like, ask him the hard questions. But
Yes.
now that I think about it, that would
Yes.
have ran him away.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I got to give her props. She did a good job because the mask came off tonight.
Mhm.
Baby, I know she tired, okay? I know she tired. She home sleep right now across her bed because Martell won't baby girl out. Okay, I think she did
Yeah.
excellent, but it's like running a long race because I
Yes.
saw at times where her
Mhm.
energy was like, boy, I'm ready to box you right
Yeah.
now.
See how he
But
was asking her something at the end, and he was like, you know, and she was like,
Mhm.
yes, with the rock.
She
Yes,
didn't.
she was
Yes.
very frustrated at times, but she managed it. But I saw her ready to Donkey Kong, bruh.
Yeah. He was like, are you against me? Are you against me?
Ooh, I was like, oh my God.
Because if
I
you
got so
notice,
scared when he did that. Like, are you against me? I said, girl, clutch pearls, get your shooter, get the pow pow.
"Who her husband
She
at?"
didn't fall for it though. She did not fall for that because that's another deflection tactic. She really sidestepped a lot of the tactics that they use when they try to worm their way out of being accountable or answering questions. And you're against me. Why would you say that? Like, you're on an interview, you're on a show. These things are what people are discussing on the blog. And for you to become defensive and act like she is attacking you, where she never attacked him in the interview. She never raised her voice. She never lost her temper. That was just like a really old, probably like an old tactic that he used to use with Mel. And Mel used to probably try to sit there and try to defend herself and say, I'm not attacking you. I just want to come to an agreement or come to a point where we can both compromise. And there's no compromising with them. There's guilt tactics, there's deflection, there's all these harmful things that they do because everything is about a means to an end with them. And it doesn't matter if you're sacrificing yourself, your well-being, your mental health. And you see, and like watching the show, it's so amazing because you see so many different forms of it in that show. You see Marceau, you see Maurice, and I'm not saying that they are, somebody who has MPD, but him, I'm almost 1,000% sure he's absolutely has MPD. But the other two, I'm like, they have very toxic ways about them, especially Marceau. But he's like a different type. He
I don't
seems to
see
be
it with
more.
Marceau and Maurice, but I definitely see it in Martell, and I seen it tonight in living color.
With Marceau, the reason why I say that is because I know somebody who's a Tisha. And I know somebody who has a husband very much like Marceau. And when you watch the first season, I saw, like, I was feeling, I was wanting to, root for Tisha because I saw it all over her face. The gaslighting, the guilt tripping. And I was like, okay. But, as, watch the seasons progress, okay, she's kind of signing up for it as well. But that's another story. That'll unfold in its own time. And I'm just want to keep, keep on the topic, which was this interview. Let's see, what else did I wanted to speak on? Oh, for him speaking about AC.
Really good point.
Oh, thank you. As for with him speaking about AC, talking about, she needs to come there and defend herself, that's another deflection tactic. That's just to make it seem like, they were attacking her. Nobody's attacking her. They're talking about what you did, not what about her. And to be honest, like, nobody really cares. She's like a nothing.
And
It's
what
It
was
was
non-factor.
the internet that was dogging her. The internet was dogging her out. The show didn't even barely mention her name.
And
what is
even
she
Queen
gonna
Sheba
say?
brought
I
that.
wasn't messing with him and he was married. Like,
What
what
was
is
that?
she gonna defend?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
I'm saying, like, what is she going to defend? Like, wait, what is she going to say? Like, I wasn't messing with him. Like, I
Right.
don't understand what he's saying that she needs to defend.
Right.
Didn't
And
Queen
you
Sheba
mean
ask
you
him
did
that
what
question?
you did.
She asked him that, and he didn't know what to say. He went into this long spill about. I mean, listen, if somebody was talking about you, but nobody was talking about her. But I was there. I was there. They were talking. They were. Who is
But
they?
why,
Now?
okay, if you wanted them to stop talking about her, why you never stopped messing with her?
Period.
She could have cleared that up real simple and stopped messing with you, and it wouldn't have been nothing to talk about.
Yep. Ooh, child.
It's just a mental gymnastics.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could be.
I thought I didn't like him before. After this interview, I find him utterly disgusting.
I thought
Leslie
he was
Cornish, thank you
awful
so much for the 1999 super sticker. I'm sorry. I've been trying to say that for the last 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Leslie. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mishi Love. Finish your thoughts, and then I believe L'Oreal, you are next, and then we'll have final thoughts.
My final thought was that I thought it was hilarious when he pretended that the screen froze when she had asked him a question. And he was just like, I'm like, what's wrong with him? And he was like, oh, my screen froze. I'm like, no, it didn't.
Oh, he was pretending?
Girl, you didn't know that's what I was coming to say. Did you see that fool? He was pretending, girl. That lets you know how crazy he is. I hollered. I said, look at him.
You know what, y'all? I'm gonna have to watch that
Psycho.
interview again. I thought the phone was ringing.
Girl, nah, he had a big smile on his face. And he was just a blinking like Chuck E. Cheese.
That Men in Black lights
stopped,
not working.
and then he did it again. And he said, oh, my phone was froze. No, it wasn't. I just hollered.
Wait a minute, this nigga lie like that?
Yeah, that was so
Literally
funny.
sat there and pretended like the phone. I swear on everything, I thought the screen really froze.
It was another time you talking about.
At the end, close to the end.
Y'all know what? I'm gonna have to do like you, Mishi Love. I'm going to have to take notes.
Write some notes on that interview. Yeah.
Because he's
Just
infuriating.
stupid.
And I came late. And I missed like almost all of the interview. I'm like, Queen Sheba is interviewing Martell. No way.
I didn't know.
She's gonna ask him some questions and he's gonna get upset. He's gonna end the interview. But it didn't
That's what
happen.
I was thinking.
Like, she did
At
really
the
well.
end, he was about to whoop her ass at the end.
He so was.
Baby, he was gonna put them things on her.
I said she must be an Aries because she was going toe to toe, honey. Some type of fire sign, honey. She was like, huh? I said, okay. She hung in there with him.
No, she hung in there and she actually got him to stay on. That's the longest interview I've ever seen him do.
And it wasn't with one of those like chemistry where they're just kissing.
Not being pacified, right?
Right.
But she suggested, but like you say, there was a bait. Because I wanted her, when she stopped him from him talking, I was like, just let him talk. He got to prove his point now.
No, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She knew exactly what she was doing. And it worked every single time. I was like, he has 2 brain cells.
Queen Sheba got some good pimping. She got some good pimping techniques because she definitely finessed Martell to expose himself. When y'all go back and really
she a Scorpio, y'all. She just like Mel. That's how she got him.
That's how she got him.
And I think, didn't she say she has a psychology degree?
Yeah, because she
I
does
know
something
she always
with
analyzes stuff really good.
She does.
I think, yeah, so she knew exactly what she was dealing with and how to handle it. It was amazing. I really enjoyed the interview. Thank you, ladies, for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Come back.
Thank you, Missy Love. Thank you for coming up. We appreciate your. I like your analysis. It was great.
No, thank you.
Took notes and everything.
All right, next time.
All right. See you later.
Nah.
L'Oreal, it's on you.
Girl, I just want to say now, I believe Martell, well, he is definitely a narcissist. To me, we already knew this, but the interview proved the point. For one, he had to always stick his chest out, be the man. He ain't gonna let you run him, but he don't know the answer to shit. I'm sorry. He don't know the answers to nothing, but he he got to be the man. I was like, look at him. He showed his true self tonight. What narcissists doing, just from my perspective, because I've dated one for a long time, Lord. But in hell, they will try to pin women against each other. They really don't care nothing about nobody because they don't care nothing about themselves. He got some deep issues with his inner self. That's why he didn't have an answer or nothing to when he said, do you know what love is? The answer was no. You really don't, because you don't even love yourself, brother.
And
That's true.
You don't love yourself. What you're doing is you bringing Belinda on the show. You sneaking pieces of the people in. Melnika, all those people don't do nothing but pray against each other. Because see, it becomes a game. It's no longer about Martell. You think you're the player, homeboy, but in the end of the day, you're gonna realize at the end of the day, when you old and tired and kids don't want nothing to do with you, and you die alone, ain't got nobody but yourself. That you played yourself.
Yep.
Did y'all see how Melnika was really checking for Mel and Madani?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
she was looking
Watching her like a
when
hawk.
Mel arrived, how she was looking?
She was
Competition is a competition in their mind.
all of them, even Dust
Every
Pan was
single
doing it.
last one of them. And
Dust
I
Pan
must
was
say
watching her
this.
up and down. That's why she ran out after her and tried to like have the last word and got crushed.
All of them. And to me, I hate to say it, but Tiffany too, because I still been side-eyeing her. Tiffany have too much of a big smile on her face at that Honest Wine opening. Up front and center, like she the wife. And that statement she made
I think
in
Kimmy
front
do
of her
too.
husband.
And Tisha. I think they all got a crush on him.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying. And I wouldn't be surprised. Because remember, she made a statement in front of Big Lou. Talking about
having a baby. Now she pregnant. I said that in my video.
You hear me? That ain't nothing to joke about as a woman in front of your husband with another man. And so I just like, okay, yeah, you got a crush on him, or you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You'll do it. You'll do it, ma'am. So, but anyhow, they all think that it's a competition and something to win. Ariane, in my eyes, know that this man deep down ain't nothing. If she didn't, why wouldn't she? Why did she reach out to Carson and say, what do you think about this? Because see, you ain't all the way a fool.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You's a fool, but you ain't all the way a fool. You know deep down in whoever raised you that wasn't right. Okay? So,
Right.
but you're so invested. And right now she can say, oh, it's not about Mel. If it ain't about Mel no more, it's very much about proving to this audience that you have won this prize that you think you're going to win. That's what a narcissist does. They play against women. They let you cross paths and see each other on who gonna get the ring, who gonna win this prize at the end of the day. It's to create jealousy and create a competition against one another. And while they have you two women or you 4, 5, 6 ladies fighting each other, they marking around messing with a whole nother woman. So that includes Melinda. Ain't she been on the show a couple times?
Yeah.
Yes.
All these people, you see how he let them heifers cross paths?
Yep.
Yep. It's like weird.
It's
They
an
weirdly
old
do
school
it right in
game.
front of the other
That
girl.
game's so weak and old, but it's working in Huntsville. It ain't working in Texas. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right. I know that's right.
We in
I
that
know
country,
that's
okay? It's still working
And then
down
they'll
there.
act
It's
like
like
they're
what?
all just friends. They all do it because I have a girlfriend that she dated a narcissist, and every person that he was messing with, he would actually have them all like at parties and cookouts and things that they had. All of them would be there. It's like I don't know, do they get a rush off of that? It's weird, but then he would pretend like all of them are just friends. I don't know how they able to pull that off. And he was a narc.
It's easy. I'ma sell you a dream, baby. So it's a hiding code. It's a hiding code. Just like he played with Melinda, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have a family. That's game. I want more children. I'm ready to get married by the end of the year. That's game. Actions are so totally different, right? It's hot and cold. He tell you just enough for you to keep going, to think you're gonna win this prize, but it ain't no prize.
That's how he got Melody for so long.
Exactly. I don't know if y'all been watching Young, Rich, and African, but it's the same thing Diamond did to the baby mama. And you see the game, don't you?
Oh yeah, he
And
got mad.
what's her name for team? Girl, I can't. Every time I see her, she like Sure. Yeah, Fantana. She like Cheryl Underwood, don't she?
She do with them big gums.
I was trying to figure who she looked like. I said Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah,
girl.
Gums.
She is so lost in the sauce the whole time. Y'all sitting here fighting. What they do in the end? They finally showed an Instagram photo of him and his real girlfriend on Instagram, right? But y'all sitting up here fighting, right?
Ouch.
That's what they do. The whole time y'all fighting and in competition for this prize. The baby mama act like she don't want the prize. Oh, you still in the running. Or else you wouldn't even care. You're still in the running, ma'am. But anyhow, that's what Martell be doing. A lot of men do that same old game. It is old and tired. And it doesn't matter how successful these women are, how smart they are, what they have achieved. That don't mean nothing in the common sense and in no love and no dating relationships. It's an even playing field.
Yeah.
It's even playing field. Because it's we all know it's not a lot of real men out here. And they don't make them how they used to make them. So now we already outnumbering African American men. Let's talk about it. It's too much of this going on. So just to recognize that this is so many narcissistic men out here and women included.
Oh, yes.
And it's because of this that they getting away with it. That's instant old game. And you got to get out the merry-go-round. The only way you do it is to step away like Mel. You have to end all content. You just can't talk to them. You don't need your phone number. If you have to send the kids, he pick up the kids and you never see them, that's what have to be done. Some people be saying like Tiffany, that's why I'm so mad with Tiffany trying to bring up the kids that you haven't met Sheree. Yeah, in a real live relationship, I would want to meet any man or woman that was gonna be around my kids. You're right. But this is a fool. This ain't no normal relationship. She have to set boundaries and trust. Okay, I know he's not gonna put my kids in harm's way. And this is what we have set in order. But she has to set those boundaries to protect herself. You have to cut all ties with them, or they will always keep coming back telling you all these dreams again to wrap you back up. And then when you get back over there, they'll run you across somebody else and give it a week or two or so. You'll see another woman run across. It's old school game. Oh, this just my friend. They will never put a real title on anything. They will string you along. That's what they do. So I just said, look at him. He trying to get Ariane on the show because she's the only one that ain't graced the show yet outside of all his women. And that's what I saw at the interview. He don't care nothing about Ariane. He likes Ariane just as much as he likes the rest of them. But he's very angry at Mel because Melody, to me, the hottest he got was she talked about that custody. When she said it did not go his way.
Because why was he so mad?
That set him up. He got so mad right there.
Yeah, I don't understand why he got so mad, because he asked for full custody and child support, and the judge said hell to the no. So it didn't go your way.
And it was the child support that he screamed the loudest.
Yeah. He brought that up first over the custody.
He sure did.
He
So
did.
that was what you was trying to get at.
Yeah. Didn't I tell
He
you drop?
said the only reason that it was not approved is because I didn't go. It wasn't the custody, it was the child support. The
Mhm.
only reason it was not approved is because I didn't go to therapy. But I'm trying to fix that. Okay.
Not the reason.
So
He
this
So
is
now
how
said
you
you're gonna go to
fixing it.
therapy, so
he
that's
was
gonna
in
give you child
contempt
support.
because didn't go to therapy. That's why he said he was held in contempt. Nah, you wanted to get child support and then got mad when she said something about child support. Like, what are you talking about, dude? You just said the judge said no child support. The judge not just gonna say no child support if that was not brought up.
He was mad about that $28,000 too.
He was mad about it.
Yeah, you pay your own stuff because you brought this up.
Exactly. He was so mad about that. But it don't matter about these women though. I'm
But
not
don't he
impressed
owe her
by Belinda.
17?
I'm not impressed by Melnick. I'm not impressed by none of them he bring on here.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, not even Sheree. Sheree's been on a major platform. She was one of the OGs of Housewives. And she still ain't got common sense when it comes to picking a man. And
Oh,
although Kenya wanna point her out, she don't either. And it
right.
don't come with all these accolades. And she's been an actress in all these movies, and you can't pick a man. Okay, it just is what it is. It's come down to common sense, and some people don't have it. Some people will
How
never
is
get it.
Kanye and Kim divorced already? And they have 4 kids together. They damn near billionaires. And Kim
Mm-hmm.
and Mark are not.
Because they were never married. It don't take that long. And the only court documents they can pull up is the child regarding the child,
Child
right?
stuff, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because y'all was never married, and it's okay to say that, but she's run on with that lie for way too long now.
And you see, he busted himself with the Sheree thing too, because when she was like, "Well, when did you and Sheree break up?" and he was like, "What?" In other words, how am I gonna break up if we never started? We was never together.
My friend girl, but look,
We
my
was
friend girl.
never together. And if you ever go back and listen, Mel said when they was on that porch with the Fletchers, she said Martell has slept with multiple women in this marriage. She
Where?
said that back then
Back
that he
then.
had slept with multiple. So it was never about backing up with what all you ladies said. It was never about Ariane. It was never about her. You slept with multiple. She was just the most disrespectful. That's all that was. That he want to bring her. That would be the last straw. Is him to bring her on to confront Mel. But what he want people to see a bad side of Mel because he think because it's alleged that Mel went to her house with some friends that was finna jump her behind. Which I can't get mad at Mel about that because she attempted to jump her behind me and my girls would have touched her. So
Mel never lied about that. She said she did go over there. She wouldn't come outside.
she
Yeah, she
wouldn't come
did.
outside. But so are we supposed to be mad at Mel for that? Because like I said, I would have caught her outside of Walmart and wore her out. So
No, we would have
I
been up
mean,
in the house. All that mouth she got, we would have been up in there.
a long time ago, she
And
would have been touched.
again, Queen Sheba had facts and he tried to persuade her otherwise. Exactly. That's why Queen Sheba wouldn't read his documents. She like, yeah, I got the ones y'all sent over, but I also have the real ones.
Exactly. But that's gaslighting. That's the definition of gaslighting.
He
Yeah,
kept
they
saying,
gonna
"Did
do
you
that,
get
try
the
to make
ones
you
my
believe
PR
some
people sent
alternative
to you?
reality.
Did you get the ones my PR sent to you?" Yes, ma'am. We have them. I also have the ones that I pulled from the website.
What,
she,
what
he
I'm
picked
trying
the
to
wrong
understand is
platform.
I'm trying to understand is this: if all these like from Belinda to Destiny to Ariane to all of them, why is y'all still mad at Mel anyway? She gave him to y'all. Like
It's
it's
a
no competition.
competition,
But
baby.
it's no
Look,
competition. Like where is the competition? Mel removed herself from it. That's what is so crazy and sick about this. It's because it's like I guess in Mel mind, she's like, you know what? The best, I divorced him. I don't care what he got going on. I don't want to know what he got going on. It's over with. Y'all can have him. And they still mad. Why? Just
Because
why?
it's a competition to
Yeah.
see, period, to the end, to whoever gonna get the ring. They waiting for the ring. Until they get their ring, it's gonna always be a competition. And they ain't gonna never like them.
And did you see in the Madonna, even at the Madonna event where all his women pretty much was, and Destiny was mad that even though Mel spoke, Martell ran out over Mel and he tipped his glass and his head at Destiny. I peeped that.
They was mad in the mug. He was like,
He was like, "Boop,
"Hey,
bye." Like I'm with who I want to be
I'm
with.
with her.
I'm with her.
Mm.
Even when Belinda was running after him, what did he do? He got in the truck with Mel
Up with
and
me.
drove off.
The little
It's
hatch.
like there is no competition.
That
There is
is look.
none.
You can say that on the outside, honey. On the inside, shit.
And then
He
the
still
crazy thing
followed up
is
and
when he
called
said,
that girl when he got home, honey. She
and it's crazy he's saying Maurice was, it's like his big brother. Didn't he sucker punch you at that's why I said that whole fight at the Madani thing was just kicks and giggles and shows. They really
well,
wasn't
Stormy
fighting.
tried to say that.
He really wasn't defending no sugar mama. It was just so that it can seem like him and Mel was on the same team because he thought he was gonna
Exactly.
be able to get back with her over that when they went on that vacation. That was all that was. That was a whole scheme. And then even in the court documents, he tried to use that to show that Mel was violent. And with the scene and the Fletchers when she threw that cup at him. That's another thing. He used to Mel throwing stuff at him. That's another thing that they had in there because Mel had thrown some stuff at him before because he ducked way too good when she threw that glass. So it's like he want to prove that she's this wild, unpredictable. The Southern Belle that we see is not really her. He keeps saying that I want y'all to see the real Mel. Well, honey, we all got those sides of us. If you tick me off and catch me on the wrong day, you might catch these hands.
Right.
That's
You on the
nothing
right day, you
new.
gonna catch 'em.
I don't think nobody felt sorry for him for getting a glass thrown at him.
Not at that moment. Talking about you wasn't satisfying me.
You lucky I hit the foot.
Not at all. She done the right thing.
But y'all realize what this is, right? It's damage control. It's more damage control because them suits ain't selling.
I ain't studying them damn
Ain't
suits. I'm
nobody
tell you
buying
what
no
though.
suits. So
My
Miguel,
thing is, what is the real narrative? What is the real narrative of all these people trying to have these come on YouTube and all of a sudden have these interviews and all these story breaking into me? They're not going to the regular people that they would go to.
no, they're coming to millimeters.
There you go. So what's the real deal, Bad Apple? I'm tired
Listen,
on it.
he is
I
trying to
feel like
turn the
they have a
narrative.
strategy to come after Mel's people, and I've been saying that since Maurice came out with his list.
Well,
That they're trying to use her strategies to gain her audience and to get over on Mel. To get they see how she's been successful doing it, and I feel like they trying to come in, like you said, damage control.
I
because
really
they
wanted
know
her to
her
question. I really
volume.
wanted him to question. I really wanted her to question him about that Devin Keith situation. Why did you do what you did with it? I put it in the chat because I'm like, you saying you didn't need permission from Mel to have the kids around none of your women, even the woman that hates her. See, that alone would make me put hands on him because you know this woman hates me and she's around my kids. You really want grits thrown on you. But that's neither here nor there. That's me. I got a temper. But that whole Devin Keith, you want the first right. It's like, why did you put that man out there like that? Because you thought he was with Mel. You put him out. I really wanted her to ask him that because that was, he realized he was wrong and looked stupid. But I want to know, is you really stalking her to the point where you trying to figure out who her man is? So that lets you know that she has not had her man around them kids yet.
Exactly.
But
And like
I'm
the
waiting
birthday
for her to.
party.
He was
Just
at the
like
birthday
the birthday party too. It's the same thing. Like why I wanted
Oh
her
yeah.
to ask him why was it so important that you be there, and then you didn't come and pick them back up later. Of course, we knew he had to go to Atlanta to film because he was
Hershey, you still got some feedback. I
Me?
don't know what it is. I don't know if you got an extra window open or what, but it's like some real bad feedback every
Oh,
time.
let me mute while I'm
Okay.
not talking.
But
Y'all
yeah, it's
know
like
Devin
he's
Keith is the
always
one who spilled the tea on Melinda and um what's the baby name? Martell having properties together. The original source was Devin Keith.
No, we do not know that.
Get the heck out of here. Are you
wow.
serious?
So the lady who it was a realtor lady that came on. Dee Star on here. She was privy to that panel. She probably remember what I'm talking about. She said she had watched him doing an interview or a blog or something live. I think it was just a live. Because the property is owned in North Huntsville, and she felt like there was a little get back. He slid that in there, that
Oh, that somebody
Martell
who said they
did
wasn't
get.
gonna never come back to North Huntsville is
And
just
that's
about
why he
land
threw
in
it
North
out there.
Huntsville.
Yeah. So she
Yes.
felt like there was a dig back, and she went and looked up the information. All of these, the same website we've seen on other bloggers. She was the first one I've seen that looked it up and privy that information to us over there on the Patreon before it came out and all these other blogs. But that's who we originally spilled that tea was Devin Keith is what gave her the idea to go and look it up.
Yeah, I heard that.
I said, oh. So is it Melinda that you trying to see who fooling with Devin Keith, or was it Melody?
Or maybe it was Destiny.
One of them,
I
Chad. That's what I'm
forgot. Like
saying. We
you
will never
cannot
know
tell me.
because see, he will use this audience because Mel got the biggest audience. Okay, you see what I'm saying? To do
Right.
his dirty work. Oh, everybody go see who Devin Keith is. Child.
And you see that
That was some
the
tea
Scott
right there.
Foundation is still sitting at $100. Like nobody cares about the rest of the cast. Like they understand that Melody's supporters make up the majority of the audience, which is why the network executives would never let them bring Solarion onto the show.
Well, this is the thing with me. Mel presents herself well. And I'll be honest, looking at the other people, they just don't. That's why when you said, did you watch that? And I don't like watching ugly people like that. And it's the same with this scandals keep coming out. This person with Marceau and this hairstylist and this MUA. For y'all to be some hairstylists and some makeup artists, this how y'all present yourself? When y'all
Right.
come on the live? That what you're gonna look like, baby? Why would I want to invest in that?
Right.
And
What have they shown us that was actually a legitimate business?
yes.
Nothing.
No, they haven't shown.
You
And
taking pictures
When you
of
go, no
construction
disrespect,
site.
him may have a nice house, but when you go to her house, it's a ranch style house that every one of us could afford. Yeah,
No, the
you
house is
understand
They
what I'm
falling
don't
saying? It's
apart.
no
put her in
glamour. If you want to make a show, what got us involved in the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Let's start, because it ain't got to be Atlanta, Carlisle. What got us watching Real Housewives of Orange County? Let's go to the OC, the original gangsters. Okay, was the glamour, the mansions, to see how they were living,
That's
the
why I like Young, Famous, and African
housewives.
because they so rich.
These people ain't got nothing to offer for us to be
Not
invested and looking at.
$1. It's like I'm watching my cousins up the street on a TV
Exactly.
show
That's why
acting
the
ignorant.
internet's so good, because we learning tea in real time. They on
Well, it
our
don't
numbers.
they don't have to be that rich. If we
Hold
see
on
them,
one second, y'all. Somebody is saying that they've been waiting for an hour. I put the link in the chat several times. I don't are you clicking the link, Queen Wisdom? The link is there. I just put the link in the chat. Uppity, that's not the right link.
Somebody, whoever in that chat, is right. He did blink. The
That's
question,
the
the
link.
question Martell froze on
That's
was
not
do
the
the
right
kids
link.
do the kids like coleslaw? Somebody might have
No,
been
who
telling him in
froze
his
on do
ear.
coleslaw like your kids?
That
Okay.
was so funny when
But
the
look,
said
PR could have
that
been telling
he was
him in
like,
that
"Do
ear,
she
don't
kids
answer
like
that, because
her?"
he froze.
What you say, Kay?
Did
Yeah,
she
he used to
like,
like
do she
this
like her? He
for
was
like
about
a
to
whole
Is
answer
that
season.
when
He
he
was
pretended like
silent.
he froze?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They write in the comments because that was the question. And
Yeah,
he froze. He was smiling. He smiled big because he thought about answering the question. I'm saying them narcissists know how far to go.
I
See,
just
okay?
dropped the link, Jennifer White. So y'all have to click on the link that I dropped into the chat. Do you see it?
Melody might go off about them kids being around her. That's the last straw now. Okay?
We close to ending
Yeah,
now.
but
Yeah.
y'all know what? He was not. This seemed like an interview that was put together at the last minute.
It
That's
was.
why I say it got to be something, some kind of damage control for whatever reason, because he
Mhm.
was not ready for Queen Sheba. And I know he had to watch some of her videos, her previous videos.
He didn't watch a
Um,
thing.
I don't know. I don't know if he would have watched her prepared. He don't strike me as the type that would prepare for anything. He
Nothing.
probably only watched Mel's interview, and that's it. Because he swear up and down that her and Queen Sheba was friends.
Because he watched
well,
the
he
Mel
probably
interview.
Melanie make everybody feel like they her friends, like they know her, and they really don't. You know what I'm saying? She just have that about her.
Yeah.
right.
Uppity,
And
put the right
Millimeters,
chat,
I'm
put
pretty
the
sure
right
he
link in
knows.
the chat so they can get it, and then that way,
They probably been on.
they've been on. Oh, you in Tay's chat? She said, "I'm in Tay's chat, adding Tay's broke ass link." You Miss Jennifer, I am so sorry. And anybody else that's waiting, I am so sorry. I've been dropping the link all night. I'm sorry.
We
Y'all,
love
this was an impromptu chat.
But
Queen
Carson
Wisdom,
went
I'm
live tonight,
sorry.
y'all. I did go over there and ask her a couple
What
of
she
questions.
say?
So she
They
went
just
live
they
right
upset
after
because they say they've
Martell
been waiting for an hour and a half to talk
in the wrong check.
In the
on
wrong
the wrong
chat, in the
thing.
wrong stream.
I'm so
Lord.
sorry, y'all, because we double streaming tonight, and and it's coming from my stream, so the link would. Queen's Wisdom said Uppity need to be fired. We can't fire Uppity.
We
She's
gonna
like, I'm
reprimand her,
so
y'all.
sorry.
Uppity, you uppity, you getting written up. Sis, I'm gonna have to write you up tonight. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a hard conversation.
But I didn't
Y'all,
hear
but
all. I didn't hear all, of course, and little old stuff because honestly, I wasn't interested. But I did go up there and ask her a couple questions that I was confused on. So she did claim that she privy the information to Mel prior to her releasing it. She said
she did
immediate
what?
when she first got the message that she claimed was from
DD
co-star.
Star, you in here twice. What is y'all doing tonight?
Oh, the old one probably ain't connect right then. So she said that
That's the time. It's time to
she got
end.
the message saying that that the YouTube video was up and was she friends. That message. It's a live video up of her and Coastline. And she figured that was weird and awkward. So she reached out to Mel then and told her, okay, because some information going to come out that I know Coleslaw and I've been on the show with you or whatever. So she wanted to let her know how she knew Coleslaw and how did they stop talking. And she told her, well, she asked me a question that I wasn't comfortable with, and so I just cut off and quit talking to her. So Mel asked her, this is her words, Mel asked her, what was the question? You know. And she told her what it was about the PR tape or whatever, So she let her know everything at that point. But it wasn't until we just kept on or whatever, going after her, whatever, then she released it. So she did let her know prior to her releasing it to the public. Which that part I was confused on. I thought she found out with the rest of us.
No, she said Mel said that on her live that she did tell her a couple days ago.
Okay, okay. So that, and then I asked her, did with all these other scandals of all these other makeup artists and people that you know, do you think that that's their claim to fame, that they're trying to come up with strategies? And she said that's a good point, but I don't know. I can't speak on that. Speak for that to know. I did ask her, has Tisha reached out to her since all of this happened? And she said, yeah. Tisha told her, don't get stressed out about this stuff and protect yourself. I was like, child, but that's on the questions I had, and I live.
First of all, Tisha, you the one need protecting because she done blew your spot up, baby.
Blew it.
That
I
was
feel like them
Tisha
other
Way
ones
telling
comfortable
her
now.
down, don't talk too much. See, Tiffany said a lot in her interview. Tiffany was like, the cast went off on me when I was saying stuff, and they said, don't you ever bring this stuff up to the show without talking to me first. So that lets you know, like, they prime each other before they start filming or whatever. So that was
And
just
that's
Tisha
why
Way.
their shit sucks.
Exactly. And that's why that was Tisha Way telling Carson, let me just check in with this girl so that she think we still cool, so that she don't further blow me out or get aggressive with me. They all very manipulative. Trust.
Yeah.
And lastly, to the point about Kimmy and her house, because my house looks like Kimmy's house. So I feel you, sis, about they don't be bringing nothing more than what we already doing. But Kimmy likes to be in that kitchen because that kitchen got a renovation project
That's
done on
it.
that
So
thing.
what the rest
Okay.
of it look like?
She want us to see these countertops and bar stools, baby. I say, Kimmy, stop playing with me because you will not film nowhere else in the house because you ain't pulled that carpet up yet. But girl, carry on.
That's it. You telling the truth, girl.
For me, they don't
Every
have to
scene
be
is in that
rich.
kitchen or in that dining room.
Exactly, because
And
she
she
ain't
be
got nothing
faking
else
making
popping.
hamburgers and
Fake
stuff.
bacon. Girl, I get you. We see the new stainless steel Kimmy, girl. Okay.
Child.
If they could just show us that they have some business, any type of business, I would be fine with it. They
They
don't
put
have to be
fake
rich.
pictures up. Marceau put a picture up about a week or two ago of a work site, and it had one little Schultz sign, and that sign looked so broken down. All I kept thinking to myself was that sign photoshopped into that picture, because I don't think that's their project. I've never seen
Everything
them
they
complete a
do,
project.
She with them. She
But that's the thing. Even
I
if
would
you're
like to put the link
closing,
in the chat.
take us
Yeah, I
through
put
on
the
the
link in the chat
take
a
the
couple of
cameras
times.
through the
But she gonna
process
have
of
to come. She
closing.
might have to come over to my chat in order to get it.
let me
And she's
see.
gonna have to come over to your chat because she's not gonna get on it with Taze because I tried.
They could
So she's
show
gonna
us
have to
doing
come
one
over.
credit repair. Let the camera see
Yeah.
that. They ain't doing nothing.
Come over quick
Yeah.
because we about to end it soon. Queen Wisdom. I try to wait like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes max, so that you can come up and say your piece, ma'am. I'm sorry that you was waiting. You and Miss Jennifer.
Marceau so desperate.
Yeah.
Maurice so desperate. He willing
Drop
to
it.
put his son on blast.
I just want him to
Say that
sing. I
again.
just want him to send Monster back to his mama.
I was
Cause
saying
that
I agree.
he
Maurice
just
so
need to.
desperate for a storyline. They don't have nothing going on. The fact that he would out his son for being a troubled teen as his storyline is a very desperate move as a father, in my
I don't
opinion.
like that
But
at
then
He
he,
don't
all.
but
even
then he
seem
I
get,
like a
know.
troubled
but
So
then
to
he
teenager.
get
me,
mad at But then he get mad at Tiffany for putting it out there like that. He got mad at
exactly.
Tiffany for saying about Monster vaping in the bathroom. But yet
Yeah, but
you're
then he's
sitting here
exploiting
being a
him.
storyline that he is being rebellious and not doing what his stepmama asked him to do. Housewife,
Exactly.
send him home to his mama. He don't want to be there with y'all. He want to
They're
be with
they're
his
they're
mama.
exploiting that. They're exploiting that young man for a storyline because they don't want to talk about their raggedy A marriage. In my opinion, that's what they doing. And
Right, because to me, he don't really seem like he got too many troubles. I mean, what kind of like he's not really doing anything that's serious
Right.
But
for
Not
them to be using
if
it as
y'all
a
really
storyline.
notice, if y'all really notice between Kimmy's sickness and that boy, Maurice have been able to skirt and skim by with the
Yeah.
allegations with him. Because Kimmy has been doing her sickness storyline and everything else. But why is you coming home 4 o'clock in the morning? Why is Kimmy scared that because her sex drive is down, that it might be a problem in the marriage? Where is the support dog? Where is the support dog? Like, these are questions that we really wants to know.
I've been asking that for a while. What
Hey,
happened to the support
hello
dog?
everyone. Drop the mic. Okay, can y'all
Hey,
hear
you
me on
finally made
panel?
it. Hey,
Hey,
DD.
DD.
We can hear
Girl,
you
I'm
now.
having issues over here. I was struggling over here because I'm trying to figure out what the heck is happening tonight. I go away one night and it's
Let me
all
thank Mary for
everything
her
breaking
super
loose.
chat real quick. Hold on. Mary Kelly, thank you so much for the $5. She said, Uppity, you back in the corner with me and Paulette.
As is, Uppity, you getting written up.
Y'all heard that. Y'all heard it. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, I'm just in amazement because I didn't know what was happening. And I can't watch the interview because Misha Love let me know it's triggering, and I don't want to be triggered. So I'm listening to the highlights through you all, but I can't believe that all of this is
No, I
happening.
think it's something that if you a millimeter, I think y'all gotta watch it
Yeah.
because his mask comes off tonight, but she was very skillful in how she did it. Because at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was upset because I feel like she wasn't asking him hard enough questions. But as as she went on, you could see what her strategy was. She had to approach him in a way where he was comfortable. She got him comfy cozy, and then she started hitting him with some hard questions. And then she would do like reverse psychology on him and be like, I don't want to talk about the kids, or I don't want to talk about that. I'm trying to stay away from it. But because he's such a narc and he don't want to be told what to do, he was like, no, we're going to talk about it. Like, you could talk about it. You could talk about whatever. Like, she really played him. And I will say, I got to give her some props because at first I was mad. I was like, she ain't asking him hard enough questions. But now, as I'm thinking more about it, had time to sit with it a little bit, she played that fool.
Because he was trying to play
You
her.
know what? I don't really have to watch it because I was raised with a man like that, so I kind of understand. That's why I've always side-eyed him on a whole lot of stuff. And then there's other thoughts that I've had that I've said on, you know, behind the wall about him because I was raised in a household with a person just like that. And I had a mama who would uphold it, where everybody on the outside made it look like that we were the good family. They knew he was crazy, but not crazy enough. People knew he was, unhinged. They would say stuff, but it would be a joke. It was a laughing thing. But we were in the house suffering. And my mom would go to work and be dressed up every day looking good, knowing you really suffering. And we went through it for years. She was married to him from when I was 4 till I was 15. So
Wow.
I know what kind of life that is. I
Oh,
understand it
okay.
very well.
Miss
So
Jennifer,
and
you
I
gotta
think
connect your devices. You're not connected. Okay, go ahead.
that's, and Misha Love probably have heard me talk about it, so she told me no, don't watch it. But I must say, Queen Sheba would be the one to be able to interview him in the way that she does, the way she goes about her interviews. She does just enough, but you can't get under her skin. And that's probably why she was the best person to interview with him, because somebody else would have got mad and it would have been ugly. Because remember when he interviewed with Dr. Heavenly, she kind of went off a little bit. She got a little mad because of some of the stuff he was saying. And when you want to interview a person, you can't take nothing personal that they're saying. You want to get the information out there. So I believe her skills probably was real good. I just won't watch it. Like I said, I'll get all the highlights from y'all. But I just wanted to say hello and like, man, this is crazy. I'm listening though.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's let Queen Wisdom and Miss Diamond Dean and Jennifer White. You guys, Queen Wisdom, you go first, then it'll be Diamond Dean, then Miss Jennifer White, and then after that, y'all, we gonna close.
Is Jennifer
Okay,
okay?
I'm gonna be real quick. I just wanted to say this is my first time. I just always come on December, but this is my first time. We love you. Drop the mic. And when Tay talk, oh Tay talk, I love you so much. I love your personality. I love the way you look into the camera at a person. My husband's an old school guy. He even like you. He said that you should have interviewed Martell. Now, he said you should have interviewed Martell. Now I'm different from everybody. I did not like the interview. I thought Queen Sheba was going to come at him in a more intellectual way, that she was going to let him talk and then hold him to the fire. I did not like the interview. It actually pissed me off and it made me unsubscribe to her because when he tried to make it look like that Melody was behind the sex thing and she didn't say nothing to defend Melody, that really, really pissed me off. I didn't like that. She just was gnawing her head and keeping quiet. She said only a few things, but she didn't say the most important things to me. So I did not like it. I didn't think she was going to come at him like Tay would have came at him, but I thought she was going to come at him in a intellectual way to tie him up. Everybody would say that he still love Melody. No, he do not. That whole interview, all you could see was his hate for Melody. He hate her. He don't have no love for her. And anybody that say, oh, he something wrong. I'm a Texas woman. We from Houston, and we don't play that. We whoop our men's around here. We don't play that in Texas at all. We don't play that. We don't play that. You're gonna have to call the popos on us for real, but we're gonna get bunny out and we're gonna get right back on that ASS. That's for real in Texas. We don't play that. And so and when y'all see him take up for Ariane, it ain't cause he cut for her. Ariane know his secrets. They done a lot of dirty stuff together. And that's the only reason why he say stuff and take up and she's a good mother. And we all see that she's not no good mother. And one more thing, because I know other people need to talk. But I think Kimmy is way worse than Tisha. Why? All Tisha know is Marceau. She ain't got no book sense. She ain't got no sense. All she know is Marceau. Kimmy, you a smart woman. You got for real degrees, and you letting this child husband of yours handle you like you a simp. Ain't no way I let him do me like that. I ship him and that son back to that ex-wife house. She's stupid to me. She all the way stupid and she played a fence. I don't like her whatsoever. Now I don't wish no sickness on her, but I don't like her whatsoever. So to me, she way worse than Tish. Tish don't know nothing but Marceau, y'all. She don't know nothing. Look at her mama. Her mama ain't teach her nothing. And I don't excuse her behavior, but she don't know nothing. To me, she better off with Marceau because what she gonna do without him? What?
That's true. That's true. But I was gonna tell you, I think you might want to give the interview one more chance. And here's the reason why. Because I kind of felt a little bit like you at first until I realized how sick this man was that she was dealing with. And you have to come at them a certain way because anytime she tried to hold his feet to the fire, if you pay attention, he got very defensive and almost aggressive. He actually asked her one time, are you on my side? Are you against me? Are you against me? Only because she was asking a logical question. But he is sick. And you gotta really deal with a sick person with kid gloves. So I don't know. You might want to give it one more shot just to see if you might change your mind. Because sometimes because no one likes him. But I know I was sitting over there on fire. I was like, narc, liar. I was putting so much stuff in that chat.
I said, girl, calm down.
Right.
Then here I go.
I think he chose, or his PR team chose Queen Sheba because that's who Carson interviewed with.
Mm. Yeah, isn't it?
to
Is it?
clean it
You
up.
think about it. Carson went to Queen Sheba, and so did Martell. So that is very interesting. I didn't think about that till you just said it.
I didn't either.
I heard she went live tonight too. Carson did.
She did.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Mm, yeah. So I don't know what she was talking about. Did any of
Her
y'all
and
watch
her
it?
husband. Her husband was on there with her talking.
I seen her.
He was.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go
What
back
was
and
he
watch
saying?
it. I just came in.
I
I
don't
don't know
know
how
what he
long
was
she stayed
saying,
on. I came over here, child. No, I ain't want to hear
but
that.
he was sitting up there like Marcel. How he do?
Wait.
He was sure, so
You
was.
ain't going live without me.
I'm gonna need for her to have on
Oh,
some clothes and some makeup and her hair done.
But also,
wow.
in the chat, when Martha was doing the interview, she was actually in the chat, and
Yeah.
she was disputing what was saying, like,
You breaking
Ariana
up real bad, Hershey.
She was active in the chat. I saw that too. Yeah. She was real active during the interview at Crane Sheep. But she probably taking everything personal. My thing is, you done cleared your name. They gonna keep having their standpoint. They're gonna
Oh
keep
yeah, they're
denying
not
it.
gonna ever agree with you, girl. So let it go.
Let it go. You have to let it go. And
All
so
right,
that's what I
Diamond
mean.
D,
Like,
it's
are
your
you
turn.
trying to? What are you trying to
Hi.
gain?
Hi. This is
Hey,
my first time calling. I'm so happy to be on. Hi,
welcome.
everybody. Thank you. I love all you. I listen to everybody.
Oh,
um, I felt the same way. At first, I really wasn't feeling the interview because I'm saying, I'm yelling like, ask this, ask that, ask this. But as
it
I
was emotional.
yeah, when I kept watching it, then I was like, you know what? She is you're absolutely right. When you say you have to handle a person like Martell with kid gloves.
Mhm.
So when I continue watching it, I see how she, kind of got with him, and she it's like she in her own way, or I don't know what
She
her
had to like sneak
strategy
attack
was.
him.
Yeah,
She had to
but
sneak attack him.
yeah, because he's so corny and so phony. Like, first of all, I don't even know why nobody looking at him because he think he's so cute. I can't stand him.
Hey,
Ugh,
But
like an elf.
he's sitting there laughing and giggling at like the stupidest things. And the only, what really upsets me, he always talking about him and Mel getting along so well and how they co-parent so well. And I just want to know who is the judge that be like ordering him like for Mel to co-parent. Like, listen, I know you got a co-parent, right? But like with my ex, I don't want to be around them. I don't listen. You can go pick the kids up from my mom's house. Why do he feel like she have to call him before she go out of town? And why is that acceptable? I don't want you to know where I'm at.
exactly.
You don't
But
need to know when I'm.
he thing, I
He
think
thinks.
that
Go ahead.
the this is what I think about like the first right of refusal, right? We're looking at it like, oh, so the judge saying that he gotta tell her she gotta tell him when she went out of town and ask him if he want the kids. The first right of refusal, all she gotta say is I didn't need him to watch him.
Right.
That's all she gotta do. I didn't need him to watch him. She
He
had her
just
stuff planned out. So she didn't need him to watch. The kids going to their uncle house for the weekend. So I'm gonna go out of town.
Well,
She,
he constantly say, I'm sorry. He constantly say, well, I want to know, I want first dibs on my kids. Listen, if it's my week, you shouldn't even care who watches the kids because I'm always going to make sure the kids are safe. I'm
exactly.
always going to make sure that like I'm going to do my job and I'm coming back home. There's a bunch of celebrities that have nannies and they go away. They not always, calling the husband and asking the husband to watch the kids. He act like he got so much power over her. He's such a narcissist. I can't
But why
stand
you
him.
ain't doing nothing? Where your job at?
I know.
He don't work.
And then he kept saying, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm cool. Yeah, I got a underwear line. He gonna be just like Sheree. Still got those suits and them underwear lines and
Ain't
all that
nobody
stuff.
buying that shit.
Turn out to
Ain't
be
no,
He gonna be just like Sheree. We still gonna be, everybody's still gonna be waiting. I wouldn't buy nothing from him. I ain't even buy the nasty wine. I don't want nothing. But thank y'all for letting me come on. I really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Diamond
I love
D.
y'all.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. We love you too,
Good
girl.
night.
Good night. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Thank you for being patient. I'm sorry about the wrong link. Uppity. Miss Jennifer, can you hear us?
Jennifer,
can you hear us at all? She unmuted. I can't hear you. You saying something. You might need to drop down and come back up. She been having a problem all night. Huh? She's talking?
Yeah, I see her thing lighting up. It might be a bad connection, a bad signal.
Maybe she's muted.
No, she wasn't
Nah,
muted.
she just trying to talk.
Now.
She muted now.
Yeah, unmute yourself and try one more time, or drop down and come right back up, because we can't hear anything you're saying.
I just put the link back.
She just put the link back in the
Hold
chat
on,
again.
A little bit.
Can you hear me now?
You sound robotic.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you
go ahead?
I sound robotic.
Now we can hear you.
Can
Go
I go in
ahead.
a crowded room, maybe?
We can hear you now. I can hear you clear now.
How y'all ladies doing? I love you.
Thank you. We love you, Jennifer.
I love all of y'all. Y'all keep me on the floor laughing. Where's Cookie? I want to take Cookie wig and put it on top of his head.
Uncle Wonder might won't try to get Cookie.
You ain't lying. She was okay.
She was really
I think
side-eyeing
I'm gonna have to
Cookie
go in and do something. She doesn't leave our Cookie alone. So I'm gonna have to go.
Y'all know the next time that Cookie
job
would not
tonight.
even come downstairs and mess with Tay. She kept calling Cookie. Cookie wouldn't come. That's the first time Cookie ever did that, y'all. Cookie
She
never
was
ran
getting
from
super
her.
fast to everything and would not bring her little tail down here.
He wouldn't come. She knew Uncle was looking at her, was being trying to be fresh with her. He was like,
She was distraught.
Right, stranger danger.
Cookie was distraught from all of that mess. But y'all, tonight I was on Friday night. I had smoke coming out of my ears for real. Every time that man talking just irked my nerves. I just can't do it. I can't. I have. You know what? I have a Martell, and I haven't been with this man in 20 years. They never go away. That's my first child's father. He is just like that, and they never go away. They never go. He find the thing like my daughter getting married, and I told her he even made that about him. And if we don't get along, how are we gonna be at the wedding and all of that? You're gonna sit in your corner, I'm gonna stay in mine. He said we can't get on a picture together. No way. I mean, they are crazy. They think the world revolves around me. I never in my life seen nothing like this. This man told so many lies. He caught his own self in a lie.
Right.
Me and Mel get along. He caught his own self in a lie. He said me and Mel get along. Then the next thing, I can't say much because she won't talk to me. What kind of craziness is
He's done that in a couple of interviews too.
Queen Sheba was looking like my life.
He caught his own self in a lie. He didn't think about it. I mean, this is, I've never seen somebody. These are, I don't like interviews. I see why you don't like interviews, because you cannot tell the truth.
Yeah. Right.
Just say
That's
your
why
mom's
he don't like interviews, because he don't want to be held to the carpet. You said it right.
That's correct. This man is crazy. And he put everything on this lady. Everything went in my favor. I'm on top. I'm a gentleman. I'm this. I'm that. You're crazy. Nobody's that perfect in this world. No man is that
let alone gentle. Do y'all notice every time Martell starts lying, he lies so much that his wrists get weak. Y'all see what I'm saying about
you hear the sound?
I'm like, is he getting sound?
He's just
Look,
a
you think
liar.
he turned into somebody else, I tell you, with that wrist thing.
Got a little
And another
perfume
thing
right
that
Them gay
you can tell
tendencies
he
coming
ready
out.
now, he
Them gay
clear
tendencies
story.
be coming out.
That's what I
That's
said.
probably
Yes,
where all the
Lord.
aggression coming
I
from.
can believe that.
He can't live in his
That's
truth.
what problem is. Probably that's what
Yep.
problem is. Probably he confused with his sexuality and don't know how to deal with that.
Yep.
And you see how giddy he get when they call Carlos name. And
He
Carlos
be like,
now he get
Carlos
real
is a
giddy.
millimeter.
He's suspect.
Yeah, he was
See,
grinning
she
like
said
Carlos
Carlos
was
is
his
a
boo.
raindrop.
Carlos kissed me. Yes. Yeah, it is getting ridiculous. It's sad. What is all these PR campaign is for? I'm trying to figure this out. What is he
Like
running
they
for
gonna make
president?
him look any better. This man is weird. You are not gonna convince
It
the
made
world
me-
that he's not.
It made me dislike him more.
Right.
You
That was
already dislike him.
Who thought that was
Like you said, like that was
Mitch.
awful. We can't stand that.
I mean, what you couldn't explain to us, you couldn't give us a good reason to say, "Oh, we think you're a gentleman, we think you're a good person." You and Ariana of all people that they won't have on, and I can tell you this because of her mouth and attitude. You think if this was a silver woman that had sense, that they wouldn't have her on their show? They probably would if she was silver. They know she uncouth like him. She get out there like he do. What they want with two knuckleheads for?
Right, they can't deal with both
But
of them.
he advocated for her because she's broke. Right, but see, both of them broke, and he trying to get her some money, I guess, to get on a TV show. All she talks about, I want to be on the show. And then on that live where she was scared, I never wanted to be on the show. I would never do that to Mel. I have no ill will. Girl, please.
Girl, you hate Mel.
I'm
You
sorry,
hate
y'all.
her. You hate her because you ain't her.
Weird, y'all.
I'm that girl. I'm
Did
that
y'all also
girl.
notice that he tried to put he said that Mel was bullying him because she talked about the revenge P? He actually tried to blame that on her.
Leave me alone. Hey, I said that. Remember when they had that fight? When they had the thing online, when he came on, he was saying, "Leave me alone. Just leave me alone, Mel. Leave me alone." I said, "What he got up his sleeve?
Leave me alone."
Yeah, he was saying like, I just want you to leave me alone." Like he was saying that on that live that day. And I said, "What is going on?" He trying to set her up. Because like, why are you coming on here? It's not messing with you. Like he was coming on like he was trying to set the stage for something.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he was
Did
like,
y'all hear him tonight when he said mess it up? Melody didn't even know. She didn't even know that girl like that. And he tried to say her and Melody got together and set up a live and all that. That was a plain lie.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Ooh, it ran me hot.
And he still could not explain how did this girl when Ariel might have talked, but I never would have used it. Yes, you did. Y'all was playing Bunny Clyde plotting, and we know it now. And you know, he never denied he had a video. He never denied any of that. He could. But and that's what he was trying to clip to get people off his back because they proved for him to get fired off that show. I believe Owen had a talk with him about that too. That's what he trying to clean up and make everybody like him. I still don't like him. I never will like him.
It's the same for everybody. It's even worse now.
Yeah. He could make him like him. They tried to cover up a lot of stuff, but Queen Shimba, she tried to handle the best she could. But I said, if that was Tay, that interview would last 10 minutes.
And that 10 would have been us calling each other the out. Okay,
I know that's right.
I told everybody, I said, Tay is the one that Carson come out because when Tay went off on that girl, Carson came with everything.
He sure did. The next day, she dropped all the receipts.
She dropped everything. Tay was beatboxing on the girl. She was like doing a battle rap, and the girl couldn't handle it. She was like, okay. Like she just said, I give up. I was killing myself laughing. I go back and replay that. You can tell you, I still go back and replay that. I be laughing. I still say something else. No, it is fun. I mean, when I want a good laugh, look, when I want a good laugh, all I got to do is listen to the Messy Queen Trio.
That was so funny. That was so funny. Like I told y'all the mic though, I said it was funny because you could see the full lace just she called me slipping. I'm like, she called me slipping, but and
what?
What are you taking it personal for?
She really didn't have anything for it. She couldn't handle it.
Like,
She really couldn't handle it. Take it like didn't nothing about them raising the wig.
Hey,
look, Tia went all the way to raising the wig. She said,
Child, Carson
so
had
much
met her
fun. I
match. I don't know
that.
who she thought she was playing with.
I don't, but she look, they brought the truth out of the next day. She brought out all the truth.
Yeah.
She didn't live longer after that. She said, I can't take this no more.
It didn't even last 2 days after the show came off and she bust that secret out. I thought she was going to hold on to it for a little bit. It was the next episode didn't even play before she bust that tea out. I was like,
she was like, I'm
Tell
done.
you put down on it. And look, Tay, you brought her to her knees. She didn't have no other choice. She said, I give up. She said, I can't fight this woman here. She said, and one of them, I have nothing against that girl because this is how she acted on it. I said, she didn't know who she was dealing with. Look, that day I was sick on the couch and I was listening to y'all. I was on the ground laughing. I was hurt so bad, but I was laughing.
And then these fools want to play it. I said, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all.
We played it over and over and over again.
Y'all want to listen to it again? And I'm sitting up there looking like a peacock with the same wig on.
You were still pretty. You were still pretty.
Oh, well, you still she's still pretty either way, so it didn't matter. It didn't even matter. Look, that was me so bad that day. I said no. And that was epic.
And you go say, Carson done got me together. I said, oh Lord.
She didn't know she got Carson. Look, she turned Carson got her own channel now. After Tate, she give marriage advice now to Tate got on her. She got her own channel. She give marriage advice.
But I bet you she feels differently now that she got her own channel. She realized that this is just
entertainment. To one of her channels, yeah. She do pretty good on her and her husband. I listen to one of her channel. They do pretty good.
That's good.
You know, Tate brought it out of us, real.
And she said, I got her. You got your own channel. Say what you want to say on your channel.
Say what you want to say.
That's right.
She was like, I watched some of her stuff or whatever. Like, I see that's just how she was. Right.
Yeah.
Don't see your feelings. Like, don't be in your feelings. I just fucking cry. But like I said, I said this about her butt or whatever. Because I think that did hurt her feelings.
It hurt her feelings.
At the end of the day, I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Girl.
Right. I get
popping up.
But it wasn't that deep.
Some of them young girls.
She was trying to make it deep at first, like she ain't talking about threatening her kids and stuff, and that's where you got, you know, at her about because she was talking about people threatening her.
But Tay said, "What you gonna do if somebody roll up on your household? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?"
You gonna laugh now, or you gonna get it? I don't read through them comments. I don't read through all of my comments. Why do I read through yours?
Oh my God.
Tay, do you remember
some of the young girls, they still insecure.
Huh?
Yeah, some of them young girls, they still insecure.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But the first time I started watching Tay, when she was talking about the people talking about chewing gum on the live, oh Lord, I was laughing. Even Cookie was laughing. Cookie was like, she said, Cookie, you want to buy me some gum so I can chew it? Cookie looked like, what?
I ain't got no money.
She's talking to. But y'all are so much fun. Let y'all go, because we be talking all night. I have so much fun with y'all. I promise you. I stay hooked to this. Look, I'll be forever hooked to this channel. I promise you. Y'all don't start no mess. Y'all just bring the mess. That's all it is.
Drop the mic, but let me tell you.
Dropped around. Let me tell you, me and Jennifer White, we was in the other chat. And we had held on for an hour, 30 minutes, and we talked to each other. Is she gonna bring us on? What's going on? And she kept saying, I don't think it's working. And then we kept going in and coming back out. We were the only two fools still waiting. We didn't wait a whole hour, 30 minutes. My husband wanted to talk to Tay. He sleep. That man got to go to work in the morning. He didn't fell asleep. He said, well, I guess I won't be able to talk to Tay tonight.
Oh my God. See, now Tay, you gonna have to bring Queen Wisdom up the next time you go live. You gotta bring her husband up special.
Yeah, I'm about to stay on blank.
I had you come up tonight because I was just look. I needed me a good laugh after Martell. Oh my God! Oh.
No, I know.
My ears is still smoking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
I
I never
deal
seen
with
a chat
that.
so
I don't
fast
understand.
in my
They don't
life.
come here the problem. So,
That is moving at lightning
roll out.
speed.
Look,
That was in a damn Indy 5000.
Yeah, like I would put something in there, and I literally did not see anything. I didn't see any of my comments.
That chat was so fast.
Comments.
Huh?
I wanted to ask, was I blocked?
No,
because
you couldn't see it.
Me neither. It was too fast.
Right.
And
It was
all the
fast.
super chats. Oh
It
my
was
God.
rolling fast.
Asking questions with super chats. I do think that Queen Sheba probably made a choice not to read them because she already knew it was going to be full of millimeters and we was going to be reading that dude for filth.
She knew gonna be here. I think the only reason they let Queen Sheba did that interview because one thing about it, Queen Sheba's not a aggressive type person. Queen. I love her to death. And she's the type of person, she's gonna get it across to that person without arguing with them. You see, he got aggressive and she shut it down some. That's just the type of person. But she's a good commentator. I like her. I love her. Yeah. But all of y'all are good. All of y'all are good. And one thing about it, y'all don't give out misinformation. Y'all be on the money with that information. Y'all don't give out no misinformation. Everything y'all be saying be the truth. And people be trying to make y'all a lie. They can't make y'all out no lie because it's be the truth. They do. And
I think Bad Apple was true that they was trying to come back and clean it up though. That this was damage control. He went right back to the same.
Yeah,
because all of the Carson thing was a straight up YouTube social media thing. It was not filmed on the show other than her being at the tea party. All of that. So I feel like they sent them back to the same platform for
where the mess came out of.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
For damage control.
Because Martell don't like, he done said it more than once. He don't like doing interviews, so they made him.
And he did not. She made him clean it up. Because remember he said, I did not pay the fee. That's the first thing she made him clear up when they started.
She said no.
I did not pay $3,000. So for him to come out do an interview he was not paid for, and on a millimeter site, I feel like that is something that production has had him come and do.
Yeah.
And certain things when he was
trying to win over some of us with the, but he can't win us over because we know him. He actually made us more angry with the lie. He's not hold accountable for anything is my problem. He didn't say I was sorry about doing that or nothing. He had like he was justified. Just like he was
not even able to do that. I have to
never will
her because I wouldn't have been able. I would not. I can't do. I cannot. I cannot.
He's too ignorant. He's too ignorant. I don't like nobody that just looks in your face and just lie for no reason.
On an airplane down there, that I would have been on my way to Huntsville. Like,
but Queen Sheba even said she almost didn't want to do the interview, and he said it too. She said, "I know, I must have
she said that. She said I didn't want to do it."
She right because she don't want no backlash from.
You know, a lot of people
she don't follow him. Yeah. So I understood her when she said that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of people can't see how he acts.
But even when I was asking him about
Hershey, your sound is really messed up.
You can't hear me at all? You can't hear me at all?
Now we can.
Yeah, you must have a headset on.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And now it's back messed up again. We can't hear you. You must have a headset or something on because you sound like very robotic. But we about to end it, y'all. It's 1:30 in the morning. I still gotta work in the morning. We just wanted to do an impromptu live. Oh, I still got
I'm glad
Okay, bye,
y'all did.
ladies. Bye, ladies. Take. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Anonymous, don't you back up here for a child. We get ready to do
I
this mess.
came up here because Bye, ladies. I didn't know you late monsters needed to get the bad boy thing tonight.
Alto. Yeah.
Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Black Tannic comes from you, Hotel?
Sopranos.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Black Tannic comes from you?
And guess what? Just the
Like
DPs
that, Jen, I listen to her today.
We gonna hear our little song one time, and then we gonna get up out of here. Y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Activate.
Hold up.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy.
Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you guys the next time. Bye.
What's up with you?